Welcome in, everybody, to Intelligent Aces podcast. I am planning on doing an intro video style thing. I'm trying to figure out the way I want the song to be, what genre I want the song to be, and then gonna try to listen to the song several times and like see what like visuals pop into my head while I'm listening to the song, and
Mhm.
then like make a music video out of that. But I'm trying to do my own lyrics and stuff, but I'm not a lyricist at all, so it's been pretty rough. So I've been trying to. Well, I thought about like just having AI do it and then tweaking it in ways to make it work better or whatever. So there is that. Anyway, welcome to the Intelligent Aces podcast, episode number 113. Alongside my co-hosts, Nemo BB,
It's the bee's
Nemo
knees. It's good to see
Beasley,
everybody.
uh,
It's
and
so
then
cool.
also Nightingale is joining us as well. Again, is our new permanent co-host that's been here for ages now. So you're just here
Since
now.
October, I think, at
You
this
can't
point.
leave anymore. You're stuck with
Yeah,
us.
you're stuck.
You are now the third co-host.
Yeah, you are the third wheel. Welcome.
That's fine.
We almost have enough for a car.
Yeah.
Well, we have enough for a tricycle.
Hey, let's go.
So there's that. So there is that. Okay, so there is actually kind of a crap ton of stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
Do you want to do a quick rundown of what you guys have been doing this week, or do you want to jump
Working.
into more articles or whatever? I don't care.
I'm up for whatever. So
I'd say I'm okay with just going into the stuff.
Just getting
My week's
into the
been kind of
stuff.
rough, so
All right.
I'm happy to shit on other people. Let's see what's going on.
All right. Fuck. Where do I want to start? I kind of want to start with Pragmata.
okay.
I
Mhm.
did
God, I've
play
been watching all
Pragmata's
sorts of them.
demo.
How is it? How is the
Um,
tiny baby?
So I've been watching a bunch of the like reactions to the meeting Diana and stuff like that, and the
She's so
game
cute.
looks so good. Like it really does look really good.
Mhm.
And it plays like so. The demo is only like 15 minutes,
Mhm.
and traversal and stuff feels really good. I'm not crazy about the hacking mechanic, which is like the main hook of the game, which is what she does. So she stands
Gotcha.
on your shoulder. Let me go ahead and pull this image up here. So she stands on your shoulder in the game, and then has her hand out. So when you ADS, it also pulls up another grid in the. So it's third person, right? So
Yeah.
when you ADS, where your crosshairs are, it also pulls up a new translucent fucking screen that you hold another button down on that moves the mouse cursor around, and it's a little hacking mini game. And that's every time you ADS.
That's kind of annoying.
Yeah, that could get overwhelming kind of quickly.
Well,
Especially
it is very like maybe it gets smoother, and it's not like a huge mini game, right? It's literally like a 3x3 block, right? Three.
Mhm.
Some of them are a little bit bigger. If bigger bosses got a little bit, and there's like 3 nodes, and you basically just like scroll down. You hold a button and you move a cursor down to the green button, and that hacks them. It's pretty fast. It's very weird to see, I guess.
Okay.
Let me see if I can pull a video up because it is kind of one of those things.
I might not have an Ajax, but I have a Muti here.
And a putty tat.
It's a putty tat.
It's 12 minutes. I only have 12 minutes. I can just do a short or something that just explains the mini game. Okay, yeah, here. So
God, she's so cute.
So this is the hacking mini game that happens. It's not it
Okay.
doesn't fuck up the whole screen, but you can definitely like my ADHD brain. This kills me, right? Because
I could see that.
focus on this, and this motherfucker's still coming at you. So you still have to watch him and try to dodge his attacks unless you do the hacking fast enough, right?
Mm.
So, play.
Although
Okay,
it does seem kind of slowed for a minute.
yeah, it may have some time. So watch this because this is on a controller.
Mhm.
So this may be different too. So this is XYBA.
Yeah.
So XBB, then to get over here to the green. So honestly, with the mouse, it's actually much easier because it's default Alt, but it's also like thumb button 2 on your mouse. So like these
Yeah.
little side buttons over here. And if I can hold right click to ADS and then grab mouse button 2, and then I can just drag the cursor over that to the green arrow. Like obviously, if you go through the blue nodes, it's like bonus damage to basically. So when you first pick up the gun in the demo, and you pick up and you shoot, you do like 5 damage. You're like, what the fuck? This does nothing, right? And then you hack them, and you see all the little like pieces of armor bits are open.
Yeah.
And then that's so you shoot into there, and then that's like it basically opens up their armor more or less, and then you can crit them from the inside. So here's another like the little hacking mini game. Hit the blue nodes. You pick up another little thing that gives you bonus damage. It's like it's a consumable that automatically goes into her hacking thing. And then like it's a little yellow exclamation point, and if you hit that, it's like double damage or whatever if you use that in the hacking mini game. Good work. Some of the bigger bosses actually have a red exclamation point that's like a failure in the hack. You actually fail the hack too if you're not paying attention.
What now?
It's taking aim! Kill!
So there was that kind of slowed time there a bit.
I wonder if maybe later on you're able to unlock add-ons or abilities that make it to where the hacking can give you more slowdown time, maybe.
Yeah, there is a pretty extensive skill tree from what I can tell in screenshots and stuff. But so I don't know. Probably. I know a lot of people. So the reason I say this is because I had this other article up here, which is Pragmata's Capcom's all-time top-rated Steam games. Like for user score, it's hit the highest user score of any of their games, and it's even beating out Expedition 33.
Damn.
Game of the year, you think?
It's possible.
I think it's a pretty good contestant. It's hard to say when it's still so early in the year because there's still October to come around.
True.
They've said
hopes out for Spooky Game Month.
Well, so Pragmata. So Capcom normally releases all their titles Q4, so March, April. Like their big titles are always released Q4.
Yeah.
So I don't know if anything else will be from Capcom will be released this year. Now, when you said more Game of the Year titles, I don't know. So I had that. Where is that at? Yeah, this one here, which says Capcom is single-handedly carrying AAA gaming 6 games, hitting 80-plus Metacritic in a year.
Damn.
Which we'll talk about later. So Capcom is like the one big AAA studio that's still actually pushing out like good games. Resident Evil 9 was
God, I can't wait.
kind of universally loved. I want to play it too. I really do.
I have a copy of it in the Steam family because I think Bird bought a copy and I'm in his Steam family. So I'm like, I got all the freaking games. Let's go.
Well, so with me, I'm like, do I want to spend $70 on it or whatever? Same with Pragmata. Pragmata's $60. It's not a full set. It's not $69. It's $59.
It's nice that they're at least staying with the older gamer budget instead of pulling a Nintendo and putting everything at 80 to 90.
Well, they put Resident Evil at 70. This game is a new IP, but it's at 60. And honestly, I think the $70 game is. I think it's hard to justify.
It is.
Yeah,
because a lot of the ones that are asking $80 for it, I just don't think they're worth $80 for one.
They're not. I mean, I've been seeing a lot of things on Nintendo about the fact go to Costco, you can get a lot of them on sale right now. Switch 2 exclusive, things like that.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, so I like the demo. It, like I said, it looks really good. Like the way these like little fucking details on the helmet and the armor come across. looks really good, and it ran really good. The demo
I
actually
like
ran.
seeing the little matching armor and stuff. Like there's the orange one that looks like it's got little eyeballs that you both can wear. It's so cute. You can match with her. I'm like, oh,
Yeah, there's like cosmetics and stuff, and then she comes off as like just an adorable childlike character. Like she's supposed to be like a super state of the art android, but she has the mentality of a 5-year-old. But they can hack computers, like understands computers perfectly, but basically nothing else. From what I've seen,
Yeah.
I think I probably will pick this game up. Like I'm gonna be honest with you, I've seen trailers for this from a year ago, and I'm like, what the fuck is this?
I'll admit
Like,
the trailers from Pragmata, it didn't really. It kind of felt like the old trailers, seeing it a while back. It felt like, oh, Death Stranding Part 3, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know. It just wasn't tugging at me until now that it's come out, and I've seen more and stuff of it.
Exactly. And
definitely
I'm like,
looks
I
good.
want to help the baby.
Right. Hello, Hillcrest.
Hillcrest. Have you
Yeah, I
tried
wanted to bring
Pragmata
this
yet?
up because there was also some controversy about Pragmata that hit this week as well.
Which I just don't understand. Like,
So
oh my God.
I just did a search for this, basically what popped up here. But we have Mary Morgan Jr., who's another podcaster on Pop Culture Crisis, had a take that was pretty shit. It was a shit take.
Okay.
Let me see if I can just pull up her
Let me see.
actual tweet. Oh, there's this funny thing here.
Oh my God.
Pragmata, but if Netflix
Oh,
made
shit.
it.
Oh God. And it
Dark
ain't
side.
wrong then.
Darkside Phil playing it, which he's awful at games. Capcom's trying to save the birth rate of Japan, but instead increasing the rest of the world. True.
What was her name again? I can try and look it up, just specifically her.
Mary Morgan Jr. I'm just gonna see if it pops up here. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, here's her tweet and somebody that finding it.
Okay, let's see. Lots of
that's not-
strange.
That's her response to the first tweet. So
Um,
I'm trying to find her actual tweet here.
Mary Morgan Jr.
We get a lot of these though. I feel like a breach of ethics at this point. Design child characters for an audience of majority male gamers. It's like it's just so weird, and that's just like the sentiment you get from a lot of these weirdos. Oh, here's her actual. Let me see if I can pull her actual tweet up. Yeah, she got.
So let's.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So lots of strange reactions to this game. Let's clear some things up. Childless men do not have paternal instincts in the way that childless women have maternal instincts. We observe this in the way little girls play versus little boys. Men first experience paternal instincts when they have their own child, and are typically those paternal instincts are only ever felt for their own children, not and no one else's.
Men
are not nurturers.
That's
Men
a lie.
don't gush over cute kids in public. Men don't have baby fever. If a man wants to possess a child for any reason other than being a product of his own lineage, he is likely a predator. This is the main thing. She basically
This
just called
woman is
anybody that
talking so hard out of her ass. I'm
Yeah.
shocked it can stay shut.
yeah. This is what set everybody off. And so Pop Culture
Well,
Crisis
just to finish
is
reading it, in case it comes around,
right.
and they go,
okay.
"Well, you didn't read it all,"
And you'd be taking the feminist radical gender
abortionist's position.
abolitionist.
Abolitionists?
yeah.
My bad. Abolitionist position to protest any of the above points. This should explain why a dad simulator game marketed to mostly childless men gives people the creeps. Baby, it gives no one the creeps but you, because you were the only one. Well, that and Hassan Piker and a couple of other very strange people. What's
Right.
on your hard drive? Why
Yeah,
don't we open up your hard drive?
So anyway,
Right.
to my point with her was she said predator. So Mary Morgan is a podcast co-host of Pop Culture Crisis, which is a spinoff under Timcast IRL's brand. So she works for Timcast, Tim Pool. Tim Pool come out basically trying to defend her points, but he's disingenuous of it, and he doesn't address the point where she says that he is likely a predator. So, and there's been a lot of people that say this, and a lot of people have argued in the comments Men are protectors. Men are, here nine.
Okay, why don't
nine.
we? Why don't
So
we
look at the
read her
ratio
added
here.
thing?
9.6 thousand comments over 2.8 thousand likes.
But yeah, let's see her added comment though, because she did have an added thing there.
To those denying biology here, would you hire a male babysitter? You meet your kid's kindergarten teacher and it's a dude. How do you feel about that? What women have that men don't? Are we beginning to understand each other now? Men aren't women. Oh shit. None of this is a knock against men. It's just true.
Damn.
Here's our profile. Pop culture crisis at Timcast. I only think about fashion and death.
I think you are a fatherless woman, and as someone with really bad daddy issues, your take is shit, and you need to get off the internet.
So,
I agree.
She is a supposed virgin, a Christian,
Doubt.
Who is waiting for marriage and all this stuff. Like she
Doubt.
preaches a lot of these things. She's been on the whatever podcast, and she's argued these points. And like, there's a few things I've agreed with her, but I think, and I've posted this comment, I think she preaches much more than she practices. She wants to talk about, this won't change the scales of people wanting to have babies or wanting to have kids. So basically what she's saying is anyone who has stepchildren is a predator. They're not their own kids. Anyone who's adopted a child is a predator because they're not their own lineage.
Yeah.
Anyone who has ever watched their nieces, like me, I've got 2 young nieces. They're not technically mine. They're my brother's kids, but I love them to pieces. And honestly, weirdly enough, I'll send you some pictures, but in private, but like this girl looks just like my nieces.
Aww.
Like both of them. Like
That's so
some of the
cute.
expressions and stuff that they make, she looks very similar to my nieces.
But yeah, no,
So-
I mean, I've seen guys work at the daycare right down the street. It's nice to have guys who have that paternal instinct because it's something that not all women can provide. They give a
Well,
stronger,
and
more
the thing
structure
is, like,
in many ways.
men's paternal instinct is obviously not exactly the same as women's. In that fact, I
No.
will give it to her in that way.
Mhm.
I don't think it's the same as women. Like, there's a lot of the women have seen this girl and go, "Oh my God, she's so cute and she's so adorable," and all the men see this girl and go, "I will protect this thing.
Yeah.
Exactly, and
I will
that's
fucking
what
protect this
people
thing with my
want.
life." And that's
That is
the
what you
difference.
want to find in a relationship. You
Right.
want to find someone who looks at what you've created or what someone else has
Right.
created, and you want them to think, "I want to protect that."
So
Mhm.
the men, and there's some creepy men on the internet. Let's not beat
there's
around the bush.
creepy
There's
men,
some
there's creepy
fucking
women
weirdos, right?
everywhere.
But
It's sadly something you can't get away from.
when I say a man, I say a real man who wants to be a protector. Like, you come across a lost child in the woods. Like, you don't think about, a real man doesn't think about sexualizing him or any fucking weird shit like that. They think
No.
about,
No,
how do
they
I
think about
protect this?
finding the
How do I
nearest-
protect this thing, right? Like,
Exactly.
how
They think
do I-
about finding the nearest person of higher authority, like a cop or something, and it's like, "I found lost child. Help me and child."
Well, yeah, your instincts are to try to protect this thing. Like, if you've seen a random girl in the woods about to be attacked by a wild dog or something like that, like, it doesn't matter. Like, I would think your instincts would kick in to like try to get the child out of the way, right? Even if
Mhm.
Yeah.
even if you don't jump in and sacrifice your life, like you may throw a rock or something at the dog. Like, I don't think you're just going to stare and do nothing. Now, there might be some weak-willed men out there that freeze. Well, I'm not saying like people might freeze up. Situations like that can be traumatic or whatever. There's no
Mhm.
telling what you might actually do, but I don't think anybody's just going to stare and do nothing, right? You're going to yell. You're going to make noise, something. Like, I don't think you would stand there and do nothing.
No.
So I just find that this and it got, like I said, it got ratioed to hell. Everybody, like this person here, you've moved the argument from paternal instincts to would you rather have a man babysit your kid? The reason you did this is because you're talking out your ass. Men not only have paternal instincts, but go into protector mode around kids even more.
Thank you, person.
Yeah, so this is Jay Viper, I've sort of followed him.
Facts don't care about your feelings. Covert feminist. Yeah. Research shows childless. So this post was actually community noted, right?
Yeah.
Men experience baby fever and paternal instincts before fatherhood with hormonal changes, oxytocin release, supporting nurturing and protective behaviors toward non-biological children, as seen in alloparent and adoption.
Mm-hmm.
So, like she said, it's just a shit post for the most part. And she could have come out, well, I was just shit posting or whatever. But no, she doubles down and says all these things here about it. And it's fucking garbage takes after garbage takes.
It is. I think it would, honest to God, as you said, it would just be better if she came out and went, oh, haha, it was just rage bait.
Well, I think
Right.
it's shown much more now. Number of perpetrators in child abuse cases in the United States of 2023 by sex, women, men.
Mm-hmm.
What do women have that men don't? A right to practice hate speech against half the human race and get away with it.
There's that, yeah.
So the comments fucking
Yes, the pacifier.
right.
The movie was
Well,
awesome.
here you go. Kindergarten Cop.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. So
Oh God, what was that one? It had Hulk Hogan, and he was like he was a
The
babysitter.
Nanny.
Yeah, that one. I fucking love that one.
yeah.
Him running around in the big ass tutu. I'm like, yay.
Right. Yeah. So anyway, this was yeah. So this was, and there was a lot of other shit takes. A lot of people were saying, like, if you like this game, I'm going to assume you're a pedophile and all these things. Like, and the thing that people were gushing over this game just over the most wholesome way too.
Uh-huh.
Like, I love this girl, she's cute or whatever. Like, I would protect her with my life. And then people are like, you just see a girl and you're just a pedophile. It's like, that's just the fucking worst take on the internet.
It is the most shallow, disgusting take I've ever heard. And it, honest to God, anyone who ends up going on that, I'm sitting there going, what does your hard drive look like? Open it up right now. Why is that your first thought?
Diana.
Why does he not give her a hug?
Diana.
That inflection right there, oh my god, that hits me every
So
time
cute. It
when she
makes
does
me
that
cry.
inflection on Diana. And then there was other people. So this is apparently a black actress doing the voice of Diana, and people were like,
Wow.
"Oh, it's a black actress," and everybody's like, "Yeah, no one gives a fuck."
Yeah, no, not
You
really.
know what I mean?
She
Like,
sounds
she-
adorable. You did
Yeah, she does
A-class
fucking great.
work there, honey. This is
Yeah.
amazing work that you've done. Be proud
So-
of yourself.
Yeah, I'm really interested in the story of this game, actually. So I think I may try to pick it up before too much longer. I was trying to waiting on some other bills and stuff to be taken care of. But yeah, no, it's very it's different. And I do like third person single player games. To move on from topics, I did want to bring this up. So anything else about this that you wanted to talk about?
I mean, the AI art in it's disgusting.
Oh yeah.
They would do that.
My brother
I
showed me
mean,
that earlier.
God, why? I mean, just you're spending multi-million dollars on this game and you can't even fucking
I'm
do
trying
your
to
own
find
art.
it.
You got
Yeah.
fucking AI art in this game. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, hang on. I should have had that pulled up.
Yeah, my brother pulled that up and he was like, "Yeah, don't get mad right away." And I'm like, "What do you mean?"
There you go.
The time.
Oh my god, look at it. It's fucking AI art.
AI,
Oh God.
AI
Supposed
art.
to be
World
when we
we've
first
become
boarded
to.
the tram?
I drew it.
Oh.
You.
Look at that. You wrote your name, too. Not half bad, kiddo.
What a bulky looking model.
Yep.
So, and she apparently this little save room or whatever, she hangs it on the wall.
Yeah.
So,
But yeah,
Very
they've
cool.
got tons of AI art in this.
AI art.
It's disgusting.
Oh, how could they?
Here's a woman crying over.
I saw that. I'll admit, probably if I played this game, I'd end up crying too.
Yeah. There's so many of like I've watched a bunch of VTubers and stuff. They're like there's fucking tears.
She's so cute.
It's very adorable. It's very freaking adorable. Okay, let's see here. Here's a cool headline that I'll just read here real quick as we move along to things. Kingdom Come Deliverance devs are donating $1 of every copy sold on Steam this week to the real life Perkstein Castle. I have no idea. I cannot pronounce that. Preserving an actual history behind Henry's home. So
Cool.
actually donating to an actual castle. I just saw the headline. I thought that was pretty neat.
Yeah.
That is.
So
Kudos to them.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right. Here's another headline from Nintendo, which kind of brings me into another topic. We don't chase trends. Miyamoto explains how Nintendo built global hits. And I don't really want to read this article. I just wanted to read that headline because there is a lot of fact to it. Like they don't really chase trends. They kind of build their own thing. They made the Wii when everybody, that was kind of came out of nowhere, right? Like they've done a lot of things that just kind of are passion projects. As much as I dislike Nintendo corporate for the most part,
Mm-hmm.
I do think they've come up with, and grain of salt, I do think just rehashing the same 5 IPs over and over and over and over and over and over and over again to infinity is not super great, but it's fine enough, I guess. But as we talk about that, where is it? Shit, where'd it go? Did I not pull it up? I wanted to talk about how Halo may be adding a extraction shooter into. Yeah. Here
Yeah.
this link. So from Dexterdo, Halo Studios are ditching Battle Royale in favor of the extraction shooter for upcoming project, according to reports. So
That sounds like a terrible idea.
yeah, so I told Nightingale about this before we went online. How I read this and then I immediately made like a 10-minute just video recording in my truck today because it set me off enough. Basically, I said that I think that Arc Raiders will ultimately destroy multiplayer games.
I remember you
Yeah.
saying that. I saw that.
Yeah. So it just seems to me like everybody following suit to jump on this extraction shooter bandwagon thing. And it's not Arc Raiders' fault per se. There's been a lot of them that are in the fucking, they're in the pipe that were in development before Arc Raiders was even released. But I think they've seen that the success of Arc Raiders and now it's more emboldened. I don't see this as the next big. It's not going to be
It's
the
not
next
the
big,
boon they think it is. It's not the
it's
boon
not the
that
next
they're
big
hoping
thing.
it'll be.
It's not going to do battle royale numbers. It's just not.
No.
And
And if anything, they're going to chase away more fans because we've been making it fairly fucking obvious we are tired of this genre. Give us something. Give us a fucking beat 'em up at this point, man.
Well, I like the genre well enough, but at the same time, I'm with you. Like it's just like, and that's did I make the name in there like Investifers or whatever? Like they're not developers, they're just Investifers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember you say,
They don't actually make games. They sit around and read trends and go, we should make this trend or whatever because people are playing it. People are playing Tarkov, so let's make a bunch of Tarkov-like games. And some of them work. I've been playing Gray Zone Warfare for the past 3 weeks or whatever, and I like that loop. And it's great to have like a realistic milsim shooter. Like that is awesome to do. I don't want to do it with every other fucking game. And we talk about chasing trends. And they're just fucking in the wrong spot. So the trend was years ago, before Battle Royales, it was looter shooters.
I
Yeah.
miss good old
Destiny,
looter shooter.
I'd say Borderlands kind of started it, but Destiny kind of took the multiplayer thing. Because like Borderlands was obviously multiplayer, but like the more massive multiplayer stuff to the next level. And then everybody was making a looter shooter style game, right?
Yeah, and before that it was zombie
Hero
shooters.
shooters. They made a bunch of Overwatch hero shooter crap.
I kind of forgot about the hero shooter genre. It was never really my thing, but for me, I miss the time of zombie shooters. I miss the time of zombie games in general.
Well, yeah,
hate
zombie
zombie
games. Yeah, there's a lot of zombie games come out in that trend or whatever. But now I look back, like during this extraction shooter phase that we're in, and I go, I really wish they made another Destiny looter shooter game. That's what I want
That's
to play.
valid.
Yeah.
That's what I want to play. I don't want to play Destiny's bullshit that they have right now, where it's disjointed or whatever. I don't want to play.
Nothing
that.
makes sense. It doesn't tell
Yeah,
you
well,
that,
there's
you've
no-
gone on
there's
to
no,
17 different quest lines. I still don't know how to get on to the main quest line.
Yeah. So
I just gave up on the fucking game. I
So
felt bad
that's-
because somebody bought all the DLC and shit, and I'm like, I'm sorry, bro, I can't.
Yeah, what's good? Yeah, I don't understand. I don't get it. I really wish we had a new Destiny style game.
Mhm.
So we'll
I'm
see.
gonna call you G because I don't know how to say your name, but hi G.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
it's a bot.
yeah, it's a bot.
Use no longer a G.
Okay,
Yep.
that's we've hit one a week so far of these bots.
Yep.
Anyway, yeah, no, I really wish we had like a 3-person like looter shooter. We could all go play Destiny, like a new Destiny 3. I really wish Marathon would have been Destiny 3 because I'd probably be playing it.
I think that's what a lot of people were hoping for because it
I'd
had
probably-
that kind of feel to it,
Yeah.
and then they kind of shit on it.
Yep.
They
But yeah,
dropped
I
the
wanted to
ball
bring that
really
up.
fucking
We
hard.
don't chase trends, and then these investitures do actually chase the trends.
It
Weird
wouldn't be
thing
so bad if they
here.
chased trends at least in the right fucking direction, but it seems like they're chasing the trend that is currently falling into the pit, and they are just blindly going in anyway.
Right. Well, it's become like, and like I said with Marathon or with these other games, it feels like they change stuff at the end. Like they're not like it's supposed to be something, and then they try to just twist it at the end or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then they change it to something worse.
Or they just do like fucking Once Human did, and they start with a story, completely forget they had a story, and then start doing something else and never finish it.
Well, yeah. Once Human was at least a more or less cohesive game. You know,
Yeah.
not like some of these other ones, but
I
yeah.
miss
So it's weird to me that we're chasing these trends and these $400+ million games just aren't making money. These big multiplayer games are just fucking swinging and missing. And Capcom is proving that single player games are still profitable. Weirdly enough, go figure.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Who'd have thought when you have a really decent story and something that interests the player, you get money. Oh my God.
Yep.
Okay, let's read this article real quick and then we'll move on to the next thing. Gang of Dragon trailer and Neogosha Studios YouTube channel vanish amid funding
Oh
crisis.
my.
Yeah, a little over 4 months ago, Nagashi Studios revealed Gang of Dragon at the Game Awards, but during that time, the game's future had already been thrown into complete chaos. That's mostly due to the game's struggle to receive funding last month. It's reported that Gang of Dragon's backer NetEase ended up pulling funding for the game after it was told that Nagashi Studios would need an additional 7 billion yen, that's yen, right? Roughly 44 million to actually finish development. Oh, well, that's a whole fucking thing right there, right?
Yeah, no kidding. That figure had clearly spooked NetEase. Fuck, it would spook anyone.
Right.
Yeah.
Of course,
Of
the backer
course.
pulling funding for a game isn't inherently the death of a project, but it is possible that another big publisher out there could pick up the game in Nagashi's. Well, okay, so if it still needs 44 million to complete the game or whatever the fuck, and they're out of money, then it's not going to progress anymore, and then somebody's going to have to come and foot a bill for more than 44 million for this game. Like, it looked cool, but like,
But I can't understand how they're going to try and reason that number with
Right.
nothing to give right now.
other fans have noticed the official trailer for Gang of Dragon is gone too, with only re-uploads and its official reveal to Game Awards available to view. It looks pretty bleak. I'm struggling to think of a reason why a studio would shut down its YouTube channel besides the entire company going belly up.
If I
So,
was a glass half full kind of person, Gang of Dragons Steam is still alive. Well, that's one thing. It could be that Nagoshi Studios has been acquired, but a publisher stumping up their funds to both acquire the studio and pay up the 44 mil required to finish the game seems unlikely to me. It's
Right.
not a good sign, and I have a horrible feeling that we might be getting a studio closure announcement at some point.
Yeah, so that's crazy. It had a fucking full
That
trailer and everything at the
sucks.
Game Awards, and no telling how much they spent on that, and then they didn't have.
That's true. Got to pay Keeley his half.
Yeah. So that's pretty shit.
It sucks, man.
Okay, let's talk about Shuhei Yoshida. I got a couple articles from him here. Shuhei Yoshida sees gaming future as indie, not generic AAA games. The industry legend spoke. So this is a former PlayStation head of president of something. Like he was like a president. He was a higher up at Sony, at PlayStation. The industry legend spoke at GameSpot about his life leaving PlayStation, his work with the Orbitals team, and how the future of gaming is indie. And I actually tend to agree with him quite a bit. PlayStation icon Shuhei Yoshida estimates each year he plays at least 250 games, if not more. For him, it's a bit of a double-edged sword. According to Yoshida, the best part about playing that many games is he gets to see a slew of different titles evolve over the course of their development. The downside, however, is that playing that many games a year means that very few of them can be AAA games. I no longer play AAA games because they take too much time. And that is a big thing with a lot of these games, that they're battle pass and they're this or that. And
you got to
they
make
want
it
to keep you engaged and all this stuff.
And it's like, bro, there's so many other things to try, and then your friends move on, and it's like,
yeah. Wait, you have friends?
Right.
I know, right?
One of the
I don't know who
AAA
either of you two are, but I think we know each other.
Yeah, something like that.
One of the AAA games Yoshida played was Ghost of Yotei, spurred by his previous involvement with Ghost of Tsushima, but he wasn't able to finish it. He had since moved on to Neo 3 after loving the previous two installments, but simply had a hard time. It was simply hard to find the time. Though he makes the occasional time-consuming exceptions of AAA titles, Yoshida is a strong believer in indie game superiority because the firmer creative resolve. You can feel the game's developers' vision in indie games because the indie game developers don't have to ask for approvals. True. I used to work at a large company at PlayStation. Even though we were allowed to have developer and studio propose what games to make, there are many people involved. It's really hard to tell who's the creator of a AAA game. Maybe Kojima is an exception, or maybe Miyazaki, but as you can tell their visions when you play their games. But most other AAA games are a group vision and not one person's vision. And a lot of those group people are suits sitting around a table. Investopers. I'm going to try to coin this word. It probably won't work out, but fuck it. I'll try it anyway. A large budget also means that the necessity of games is liked by a large number of people, which comes from the expense of individuality, which makes the game, polishes the game. We make the game, polish the game, but it becomes more generic. The publishers tend to go safe when they pick genre or subject, and the marketing team say, well, this never worked. There's only a small audience. Yoshida believes that indie developers, on the other hand, just want to bring their vision to life. Yes.
And
they're very excited about their certain project.
They get their stuff out.
Yeah. And I think that's, and to tangent, I think that was the way. So like Halo, think about that. Like that was made by Xbox.
Yep.
But they were allowed to just make the game that they wanted to make and make the universes they wanted to make. And I think the vision behind the first Spider-Man game on PlayStation that come out, like the Spider-Man PS4 game.
Yeah.
They were allowed to have creative freedom on that game. The first Last of Us game. The first,
and they all turned out beautifully.
Yeah, even Uncharted 1, 2, and 3, which are not perfect games, but still had a cohesive story.
But they're so fucking fun.
And they were fun, and they had these things, like they didn't have to check all the boxes that these games now have to seem like they need to have diversity. They need to have a female this, we need to have a this or this, and they have to check these boxes, and people don't want to play that shit.
Yep.
We see the checklist and we realize that we're going to have to go through it too. And that turns us off automatically, which then turns off our wallet, because why are we going to pay for something that's going to annoy us?
They're excited about a certain product, which no one seems to be interested in. The subject at the time, but after 3 years, that might become the latest and the most exciting thing. Yoshida says, in this way, Yoshida believes indie developers can lead the entire industry. The AAA studios are big fans of many of these games designers and look at these indie games for inspiration. And so indie games play a really important role for the whole industry to keep innovating. During his time at PlayStation, Yoshida encountered many instances playing it safe, interfering with what he viewed as creative potential. One instance in particular sticks out to him: the rhythm games Frequency and Amplitude, which were produced by Harmonix, the developer that would eventually go on to create Guitar Hero franchise. I was in love with that game. The core gameplay was already there, but it felt
Guitar
like a
Hero
bit
was the shit.
artificial looking and it didn't sell well. But I felt there was something in there and I wanted to continue to work with Harmonix. Our business marketing side allowed us to do Amplitude and Frequency after Frequency, even though Frequency didn't sell. But Amplitude didn't sell again. And I was not allowed to continue that path. And after a couple of projects, Harmonix hit a home run with Guitar Hero. Since Yoshida joined Sony in 1986,
Jeez.
uh,
God damn.
yeah, the gaming industry has seen a number of sizable shifts. The biggest, which in his opinion, was the availability of digital distribution, particularly for indie developers. Before that, there was only packaged goods, and whether disc-based product or cartridge-based products typically requires a publisher with some cash available to be able to publish a game. That's true.
Very true.
That's really true. The rise of online access to games through storefronts like Steam and PlayStation Network, and any developer can also be a publisher. The democratization of game development and publishing has been the biggest impact on video game industries, I think, says Yoshida. I agree. When I asked his thoughts on some physical media now being phased out almost entirely, a trend of which physical collectors often despise, he's optimistically on the topic. Of course, more and more people just buy games digitally, but some people like to collect the physical goods in package, and developers are especially excited to have their games in the package. So that's good.
Mm-hmm.
I heard that the volume of production of physical games has consistently come down, but the number of games being published physically and actually increasing. Yoshida continues, there are more games and more indie publishers who specialize in publishing games in a smaller lot, so people are seeing many different kinds of collector's editions or special editions for their games. That also reminded me, they said at Pragmata you can play on a physical disc with no internet access. Like, get the whole game's on the disc, which is rare these days.
Yep.
Oh my god, you can play an AI game offline.
Yeah. Yoshida predicts this uptick in overall game releases will continue, both because of the aforementioned democratization of games, publishing, and increasing options to make it easier for anyone to become a creator. Yoshida points at game-making tools like those inside Roblox or Fortnite as examples of active creation more accessible to anyone. That means the number of games being published will just keep going up. And with that volume, in my belief, the top quality will consistently go up, and that's a good thing. However, he thinks this also poses a problem for indie developers because of that amount of games being produced, it becomes harder to get the games noticed. It's already a big challenge for smaller projects, and in his belief, it will become even harder in the future. Because of this, he predicts the role of indie publishers like Kelper or Fictions will become more important. When I asked him how future indie products can stand out, he says the biggest asset is indies who have had success before find it much easier to find an audience, he says. But because you already have a following, and oftentimes developers have direct connection with their audience. This is a fucking long ass article. Okay, I don't want to read all this.
Do you want to hand it over to your co-hosts?
I don't know if I want to. We don't have time to read.
'Cause he's
all.
wanting to get onto like the Assassin's Creed shit, which
Yeah.
is like 30 minutes.
True,
Like,
true.
Yeah. So, yeah. Well, if you guys want to read this, GameSpot.com. Shohita, it's a very insightful interview, from what I can tell here. I did want to bring this up too, though, because this is about Shohita. Yoshida says Jim Ryan fired him from PlayStation Studios because they didn't listen to him. In a brief, Yoshida, let me share this. Previously head of Sony Worldwide Studios for 11 years, he remarked he was fired from the role of then CEO Jim Ryan because I didn't listen to him. Yoshida says that Ryan asked him to do some ridiculous things. I said no, before saying that he highly enjoyed the role Ryan offered him as the head of PlayStation Indies. Yoshida was speaking at an Australian Games Festival, sharing perspective and beliefs makes a successful game. Yeah. So Jim Ryan fires Yoshida, who had been with Sony since 1986, mind you. And the last game he worked on was Ghost of Tsushima.
God, that
And
was
I
so
think
good.
that is the last game that Sony made that was actually worth a shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds about right. And you can
Yep.
bet he's sitting there with his thumb up his ass right now, going, "I don't know what's going wrong with my company."
Jim Ryan didn't want to listen to him
Losing
because
money?
he wanted to remove me from first party because I didn't listen to him. He said, jovially prompting laughter from his audience. He asked me to do some ridiculous things. I said no. When the Guerrilla Games co-founder Herman Hulst was announced as the new head of Worldwide Studios, Sony was vague about the terms of transition, simply saying Yoshida will leave his current position as president. Yeah, and Herman Hulst is the one that's pushing all this multiplayer bullshit. So these two Western fucking dipshits in Sony have completely destroyed Sony's brand.
Sounds about
Which
right.
is sad.
So
Which is sad.
it's very awful. I think all of their sequels and shit that they've produced since he left, it's just bad, man. It's just not good optics. Okay. Oh fuck. We want to talk about marathon shit before we get. Do we want to do Black Flag last?
Yeah, we'll save that for
Yeah,
last.
yeah.
Okay. This is according to I've got 3 different articles here to pull up just to show you. Marathon was one of March's best-selling games in the U.S. Here's the actual Kotaku article. Marathon was one of the best, but that probably won't stop the accession over Steam charts. This is Kotaku.
You haven't moved it.
Oh, sorry.
You're good.
Okay.
Marathon was the 4th best-selling game in the U.S. during its launch month of March, according to. I'm sorry, that's a little bit too small to read. Is that
Hang on.
Sir-
Hang on. Hold up.
Circana?
17,500 people in this.
Ow.
marathon.
Yeah. You know,
That-
just there's an
That
obsession
doesn't
about Steam
seem
charts.
good.
You know.
Yeah, I figured we'd go ahead and show the obsession. Okay, let me zoom in for you some more. There.
Thank you. I still don't know how Circana and senior analyst Matt.
Analyst.
We'll go with that. I don't know how to
Analyst.
actually say your last name. I'm sorry, person.
It's Matt Piscatella.
Piscatella.
Piscatellas.
Piscatella. I'm
What's his
sorry. Who shared the MLB The Show 2K26? What the fuck? Who shared that MLB The Show 26 took the top spot in the market research company's published U.S. sales chart for March, leading in dollar sales. Right
Third.
behind it was Resident Evil Requiem, which debuted at number 1 in February and is now the 5th best-selling Resident Evil game ever, behind 5, the remake of 4, Village, and the original 4, because you can't beat OG 4. In third was WWE 2K26, and then comes Marathon. What's it?
Why say 2? I guess it's just a 2K game. I guess that's why they say it. But saying 2K26 is fucking redundantly stupid. Why not just say 2? Why not just
Because
say
they gotta
26?
have the year.
Yeah, 2026, 2026, 2K26. What the fuck?
No, that would have one too many numbers. They have to have a letter
Redundantly
split it up
stupid.
so people can read.
Well, adding a K in the middle of numbers makes more sense.
Totally. Look at math. Fucking algebra makes no sense, and there's letters everywhere in that shit.
Yeah,
It is
but
possible
that actually
that
doesn't make sense
Marathon.
mathematically.
It doesn't know. It is possible that Marathon and any of these other games in the top spots were quietly lapped by Pokemon Pokopia, though no one cares. Nintendo does not share digital sales numbers with
No. This is an important point.
Circana. So it may be that Pokopia would be placed significantly higher here if Nintendo was more forthcoming.
That's the point. According to so they say this, Marathon is one of March's best-selling games. Right? That's the headline. That's in the big fucking bold text.
True.
But Circana, the people who say what these places are, their fucking giant research or whatever, Nintendo doesn't pay them because they have to pay them for their numbers to add up. So Pokopia,
Oh.
the fucking Pokemon crafting game or house building game, whatever the fuck, I don't know what the fuck that game is.
It's
But it's not on this
Poke
list.
Crossing.
It's not on this list because Nintendo doesn't care about what Circana thinks. They're fucking useless to them, right? So
No.
do you think Marathon outsold Pokepia?
I really don't think so. No.
They did not.
As
They-
much as I
they
talk
fucking did.
shit about Pokopia, I will have to admit the game is incredibly popular.
Right. All right. So let's jump down here. Okay. Well, actually, go ahead and finish reading this. Digital does not share digital sales numbers with Circana. Maybe Pokepia placed significantly higher.
But Nintendo was
Nintendo.
more forthcoming.
All right,
Even
I'll
so, this is quite the achievement during such a stuffed month, and one that will hopefully calm distressed Marathon fans somewhat after some of them crashed out a bit over player numbers. It's hard to blame them. Marathon exists at a strange crossroads for developer Bungie, and as a continuously updated multiplayer shooter releasing into a world that's been openly hostile to several of those lately. Fuck y'all. There's
Because
plenty
they're
to worry about
garbage.
if you like either Marathon or Bungie. While initial sales numbers were good, but not fantastic, at an estimated 1.2 million copies sold in the first month, people genuinely seem to be enjoying it, and Bungie at least seems committed to making it sparkle for existing players and appeal to those who have shrugged it off. Coming in at number 7 in the US was Monster Hunter Stories 3 Twisted Reflection Crimson Desert debuted at number 15, which may seem a bit low given the game's popularity. However, Pearl Abyss is another publisher that's not sharing its digital sales maximum with Circana, which means there's probably a lot left out for that game as well. As Piscatella notes, Crimson Desert, MLB The Show, and Pokemon Pokopia led the pack in Circana's projected full game spending, so make of that what you will.
So I had pulled up a few notes. Like if you just Google search what Crimson Desert sales numbers are, 2
5
million copies day 1,
Oh my god.
3 million copies by day 5,
Jeez.
and as of April 15th, over 5 million copies sold.
They have made at gross. They have made $349,950,000
They
on those
made
5 million.
fucking
Do
bang.
you think that fucking Marathon outsold that?
Oh hell no! There is
Exactly.
not a chance
Exactly.
in hell.
So they put these fucking stupid articles out saying, "Oh, Marathon was one of the top selling games."
No,
If you
it wasn't,
remove all
baby.
the metrics of other top selling games, yes, it is, because it's such a dog shit. Like because it's the same thing. So Circana actually went through this bullshit back in the fall when they were saying what the sales like, and it was one of the highest selling games of that month was Ghost of Yote.
I remember that.
And it was because Circana
chuckling about that
doesn't
too.
because it doesn't count Nintendo. Nintendo put out like a fucking Mario game or some shit. I don't remember what game it was, but it was like a first party Nintendo title come out. Pokemon.
Donkey
It was
Kong
fucking Pokemon.
Bonanza.
No, it was Pokemon.
Oh,
And they were like, "Oh
Yeah.
yeah, Yote outsells. It's like it's the best selling thing." And they
I
don't
think that
count
was Pokemon
Nintendo
Z
shit.
through A.
So it's
Which,
just
funny enough, I learned that you can actually play ZA on the original Switch.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, might
so
actually play it.
so these people producing this shit and these headlines are here. There's a headline from Marathon's official fucking Reddit page or whatever. Marathon was one of March's best selling games in the US. Yeah.
I'm gonna press X to doubt on that one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Still, it's a little sad they picked an extraction shooter for revival because so there's a lot of people over here. So anyway, these are all fucking weirdos that were on this subreddit. It's just awful.
At Progress News, the Stop Killing Games at the first hearing at the EU Parliament a few days ago, and in July they're going to have next stage. Ooh,
Okay.
sounds kind of interesting, Hillcrest. Thanks for bringing that up. Because I have
That'd be
been kind of
good.
wondering where that whole movement went, because it seemed to go radio silent for a long time.
Yeah, they got a bunch of signatures, but it looks like it's starting to move forward or whatever. Okay, things are things are looking lukewarm right now. Marathon has reportedly sold so this is from a month ago. Sold just 1.2 million so far, with Steam making up 70% of their player base.
Ooh.
So this is from March 25th, almost exactly 1 month ago.
That is $59,988,000, by the way.
Oh, that is no bueno.
$59 million, we'll round up $60 million on a. I think it's a pretty solid, safe estimate. It was a $250 million that they have invested in this game. So
Rough,
it is
yeah.
in no way. Like even if they got fucking
I'm not
revenue off
counting all
of
the,
DLC shit or whatever, microtransaction shit, like
mhm.
there's no way they're making $200 million off of that with the
And we're also not
dwindling
counting
player base.
all of the extra like lawsuits and shit that happened in the background when they wound up stealing people's art.
Well, right. Well, I mean, this was estimated when the game was released as 250 million. So
Gotcha.
so that means that was after the art scandal and whatever as well.
Yeah.
Aight, my bad.
Yeah. So 70% on PC, 19% on PS5, and 11% on Xbox. Yeah, there's no fucking possible way so 70% of your player base is on PC. So that's Steam.
Okay, so we can kind of reverse math this a little bit. Let me pull it up. All right, so if there's
we don't have to reverse math it. We can just look at the actual player numbers that were on Steam, right?
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Is I could reverse math that. So you said 7. Okay, it was 70%. Okay, so then you're looking at you had, what was the next percent for the next
19 for PS5?
So 19% of that is you're looking at 17,000. You're like,
You're trying to just add the numbers up or whatever.
yeah, I'm trying to kind of figure out what we're looking at.
I mean,
You're looking at like 900 people.
We're getting into per capita. Like, I don't know if the concurrent number makes a bigger shit about it. Like, I think, like, as far as like, I don't know if you can add all these percentages up and get your concurrence, but what you can get from concurrence, at least, is a pattern, right? Like, it doesn't necessarily mean everything, but there is you can at least see the pattern pretty clearly. And the pattern is that they keep dropping.
Yeah.
And if the player count is dropping, that means there's not it's not coming up. So if it went up, that means there's more players playing. So that means you've injected potentially more copies into the market, right?
Yep.
So if more people buy the game, more people are going to play the game because it's online. It's only online, so it's always going to be on Steam charts regardless, right? Like, you can't have Steam charts. Well, I mean, there's single player games that have Steam charts, but it's always going to be charting on for online, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
More people buy it, more people should be playing it concurrently. That number continued to go down. So either the people that were already playing it had enough and fucking dropped out, and new people bought and took their places. So it kept getting sales, but they weren't actually like the people who had already played it didn't come back.
Yep.
I don't know. I just find it very weird that they say that the sales for this game were the fourth best. It was the fourth best selling game for March or whatever. If you take out all of these metrics of other games that sold way better than they did.
That's just the legalese to say we wanted to put a clickbait article of saying this actually did better than it did.
We were hoping if we made a good clickbait, people would buy it to see if it was true.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, and in fact, Marathon is on sale right now on Steam.
Which
How
is
much?
terrible.
20% off.
Oh, maybe
So
try
it's down-
25. You might actually get some biters.
It's actually at 25. No, I had said if, and here's the thing, what I think they should have done, really, when the player base was like this or whatever, I think they should have had it like 2 or 3 other free weekends.
Yeah, I mean, they could still try that. It might still get them a little bit of
Well,
added,
I think the next
village.
step is for them to go free to play.
That's the only way
Yeah.
they survive.
Yeah, I think the only way for them to actually is to go free to play, and then maybe a different game mode. But I don't think it's going to drive that.
I
many
don't see them
people.
doing either of those things, though. I see them just waiting until they run out of money.
No, this is Sony though. This is Sony's backing it, so I don't know if like I know they closed down the Concord, but like I don't think they can keep like I said before, they wrote that shit off, but I don't think they can keep writing shit off like that. I think this one, well, and see, here's the thing: it's not just Marathon. It's not just the $250 million that they paid for Marathon. It's the justifying the was it $4.6 billion acquisition of Bungie.
Yeah.
So they haven't made their money back. Destiny 2 made quite a bit of money for a while, but I don't think it made their money back.
On Destiny 2, you don't think it made its money back?
From the purchase? You think it made $4 billion since Sony bought them?
Since Sony bought Bungie.
Sony bought Bungie after Destiny 2 was already like after I quit playing Destiny 2 is when Sony
Okay, yeah, I guess you are. Yeah, I don't think they've made $4 billion on that. They're still in the red.
Yeah.
Um,
So that's a huge thing too. $450 million for Concord is a lot, or $400 million whatever for Concord is a lot, but that's just $400 million because they didn't give that much money for that studio, right?
yeah.
But they did for Bungie, and I don't think Bungie's paid its dues.
No, not a $4 billion due.
No, and then this game here is only made. What would you say? 60 million out of the 250 million that proposed.
Yeah, they're still
had?
200 in the red.
So, yeah. So they're what? Well, what's that percentage?
You're
20%.
yeah.
They've made 20% of what the game cost. Like that. So they're 80%.
They can't even go even at this point.
They're 80% from breaking even. Not to be profitable.
But just to break even, that is insane.
Yeah. And the numbers keep falling. And I said this before the game came out too. It needed to hold a concurrent player base of at least 80,000.
And it didn't even. It broke.
It started
90
at
and-
80.
or 88.
88. It needed to hold that to keep people interested in it, to have more people go watch streamers or watch these other people to keep that investment alive. That's what Arc Raiders kept alive, right?
Yep.
Mhm.
More people saw their friends playing it and wanted to play it too. Because initially, trailers and stuff only matter until the game launches. After the game launches, the
Exactly.
trailers and shit don't matter. It's word of mouth. And if your friends are playing it, that's how you want to get into playing it, right?
Because you always want to play with your friends
Yeah.
or make more friends.
Well, or if you see your friends playing it, or you see a lot of other people playing it online, and it looks fun or whatever. But like word of mouth is what sells games after launch.
Mm-hmm.
And if the word of mouth was bad, it wasn't going to sell games.
Then you ain't getting shit.
So that's the whole thing there with Marathon. I wanted to bring that up because I'd seen that was popping up today. They were trying to braggadocio some bullshit. And then there's people still huffing that fucking Area 51 grade copium, saying, "Oh, this game is so good." It's just people who want to look at Steam charts is the reason why the game is bad. It's like, no, bro, no.
No, Steam charts are just data. That's all
It's
it is.
just data, yeah. Oh, you're just obsessed with looking at Steam charts. Like, it's just data, dude. Let me read this real quick, and then we'll jump over to. We got a couple more things, but I thought this was funny because we did touch on it last week, but we didn't actually get into it. The mouse PI, where IGN gave it a 6.
It looks so good. I can't wait to play it myself.
So here's from this guy, actual words from the X post, and if no one wants to click, so this is the X post about the IGN review of PI is like a parody of the game journalist. So here's a guy put out some bullet points. The IGN review of Mouse PI for Hire is like a parody of game journalist. They gave the game a 6 out of 10. Reminder, they gave Black Ops 7 a 7 out of 10.
for the following
Even
reasons.
that then.
Too many cheese references in a world of mice. You kill too many people. Yes, really. You kill people in a shooter. What a surprise. This isn't enough. There isn't enough noir in a game inspired by 1930s Mickey Mouse cartoons. Too many references to old movies in a game explicitly inspired by 1930s cinema. There's too many arenas where you have to kill all the enemies in a fucking boomer shooter. The game story is not serious enough to be a true noir. When did the fucking game ever claim to be a true noir? It's a fucking cartoon. This
You are playing
motherfucker
a
seriously looked
mouse.
at satirical game inspired by 1930s Mickey Mouse cartoons and expected to play like LA Noir or some shit. Games journalists are not real people, man. I know
They
there are
really
problems
aren't.
with Mouse. Mainly the story isn't strong, but Jesus Christ.
I think the game is fantastic, and I've only been able to watch a couple of my friends play it, like Pen Bun. Shout out to Pen Bun, she's
Yeah.
awesome. But it looks amazing. The humor in it, the voice acting is so smooth that I actually really do enjoy just listening to them talk.
So, a friend of the show, Mark Fox, played it on his stream. He refunded it. Said it's just not a game for him. He said he liked the style. He thought everything was good. He just wasn't a game for him.
Understandable.
Okay.
It wasn't bad in any way. It just wasn't something that he wanted to.
Just
to
wasn't
keep
his
playing.
cup of tea.
Yeah.
That's all right.
So I think so. He plays a lot of these games, and he does like a do I keep or do I refund it? You know, when these games first releases,
Mhm.
and then he'll play
Yeah.
through the first couple hours, and if he likes them, he'll keep playing them. If not, he'll go ahead and refund them. So and he was pretty down on Crimson Desert when it first, because I tuned into his stream when he first started playing it, and he's like, this doesn't feel intuitive, and then I said, I don't know. Everybody's saying to push through. And he pushed through, and he actually really liked the game. He's like 100 hours in through main story quests, and he's
God
like,
damn.
I fucking loved it. He said it was great. It has issues, but he said other than that, like,
I mean, they're pumping, and that's the crazy thing. They're pumping out content for that and updates like it's a fucking MMO, and it's not.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
well, it was
Every week.
I think the
they're
rumor
pumping
was that it was designed to be an MMO.
Yeah.
and they converted back, so they probably already had this content roadmapped or planned or whatever. Anyway,
Yeah, but I just find it interesting that you're basically getting a game that's doing MMO level weekly patches on a single player game.
I think that's fucking cool.
They're
They're gonna make sure it ends up being right when they stop.
Mm-hmm.
all right. Let me watch this. Why is this? I don't know where the actual trailer is. Let's watch this video here. So Conan Exiles is a game that I played quite a bit of. I've got a couple 100 hours in the game.
Nice.
Nightingale linked this. Unreal Engine 5 upgrade is about to drop for Conan Exiles. It will not only bring visual improvements, but also introduce merged maps. So there's two maps that you can play on, and they're both, but there's, and so it's kind of like how Once Human did that, like Wintry North section,
yeah,
right?
and then eventually
Yeah.
they merged all the shit together.
Right, but they were two separate maps, so you couldn't play on. Conan had something very similar to that.
Gotcha.
And now they're going to merge the maps and reduce the client size from 120 gigs to 40 gigs.
That's the part that actually makes me interested. It seems
Yeah.
like more and more folks are trying to actually downsize the
See-
overall bulk of the shit, you know?
I'm sitting here
Why
going,
is their ass so shiny? It's fascinating.
you're getting UE5 bullshit, so
UE5 reflections. That's why their ass is so shiny. So this is previous game. This is UE5. So you can tell the grass and stuff looks much more detailed.
We really need more detail in our grass.
I wish the playback was better quality, but I will say the armor sets and stuff look really good in UE5.
It looks good. I'll give it that.
So
As long as it plays good, that's all that really matters, though.
it's a
Yeah, it's-
UE5 game though.
yeah, it's
I know. That's
UE5.
why I'm
So-
saying as long as it plays good, that's all that matters.
Well, honestly, though, playing Greyzone's a UE5 game, and I'm holding steady at like 200 FPS.
Oh, shit.
It's kicking ass.
Maybe
Like-
some folks are finally learning how to go about using that fast action.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of laziness to it. So I explained to Nightingale, have you ever played Conan? Nemo?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
I love the
We're
Conan
talking about
movies.
shiny asses. Like you can play the game fully nude.
Nice.
I mean, dudes cock and balls just flopping all
I'm
over.
going to beat you with my shong.
Or women's tits flopping all over the place. Like you can just
Beautiful.
play fully nude. So
I'll never be able to play that on stream. Fuck.
and weirdly enough, it gives you a slider for dick size, which I don't know why you would ever go small.
I
I
mean,
mean, there's
doesn't
that
make
always
1%.
going to do a horse dick. Come on.
I mean, there's that 0.1% that wants to need the Hubble telescope to see it. So
Yes, yeah. All the water looks good. So this was a cool thing. You can make some cool ass fucking tree houses in this game.
I'll admit, this still looks really fun. Gives me some like
What's that?
old Ark vibes. I said, I gotta admit, this looks really fun. It gives me some old Ark vibes. I used to really enjoy playing Ark before they fucked it over.
So this game, I think they did it first.
I would not be surprised.
Well, I think Ark was out first, but I think so this game has the climbing mechanic where you literally jump and hit spacebar to a wall, and you can climb that bitch. Any wall, any cliff, anything. Like you walk up to it, and so it's like Breath of the Wild was. You
Okay.
can just climb anything.
Conan Exiles came out on May 8th, 2018.
When did Breath of the Wild come out?
Ark came out August 26th, 2017. When
Oh, wow.
did-
Really?
yep.
It feels like Ark has been out a lot longer than that.
And Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild was released on March 3rd, 2017.
So
Okay.
2016, 2017, all this shit was getting promoted.
Right.
And then just getting to listen to the music.
Fly on bats.
Yeah! Can we fight the Snake Man?
Yes.
We can fight the Snake Man. Let's go.
You can fight the Snake Man, and then you can wear his skin as armor.
Yes! I want to do it.
Yeah.
I
It's
wanna
actually really fun. The building and stuff really fun. That has a it has a like a raid mechanic every so the more you build and add onto your base and the more you level up and increase your stuff, there's like a purge meter that fills up.
Yeah.
And once that purge meter fills up, it sends wave after wave of enemies at you to try to destroy your base. So you set up defenses, you gather thralls, which are not slaves. More or less.
Yeah.
Not slaves. Basically, though, but you can just take a blunt weapon, a bludgeon,
Mm-hmm.
knock dudes out, drag them back to your base, throw them on a wheel, and then they will work for you afterwards.
They are trapped
It's
friends.
the corporate training program.
Exactly. They're
Yes.
trapped friends. Just like anyone in my chat is a trapped friend.
It's a corporate
Yeah.
training program. You put them on the wheel of corporate training program, and then they can become guards for you, or they can be your bodyguard to run beside you, or you can get dancers that remove your corruption,
Nice.
and it dance in very scantily clad outfits that you make for them.
Nice.
And you can place them I might or might have placed them all around my bed in the chambers or whatever.
Okay.
Did you at least give them poles?
Well, no, but I did make them platforms.
I mean, that's good.
Free visual upgrade coming May 5th. So cool.
Oh,
That is
congrats. Glad it's a
very
free
awesome.
upgrade, not something y'all have to pay for. Hopefully, it
I've already
doesn't
bought a
get
bunch of
destroyed
DLCs for the
again.
game. So, real quick, let's look at this real quick. I forgot I put this on here. This is this Fair Games game that's coming out. Yeah, I just wanted to bring it up. I don't know. Sony's live service ambitions take another blow as Fair Games creative director leaves Haven Studios mid-development. So this was September 1st, 2025.
Oh my, this was a while ago. The fate of
So I don't want to read through
You're-
this.
you're
I just wanted to show you this. So this is
Gotcha.
2025. This happened. I think we might have talked about this too already.
I don't remember it at all.
But
I don't
I tried to
remember.
find. So there's been a new video thing come up talking about this game, but I think they're fixing to put it out, and I don't think it's going to go well.
I don't.
I'm sure it's going to match a lot of the games that you're used to seeing doing not so well.
Right. All right. Got a drink? Get your popcorns.
Yes.
I just finished my coffee.
Well, you ready to watch some Ubisoft content?
Oh, yay.
So this is Black Flag's Resynced
Yep.
worldwide reveal showcase. This is the 28-minute version, which actually has like commentary from developers and whatnot. And I'm curious to see, there was a rumor that I had seen posted before this saying that this game will launch with no multiplayer and no DLC.
Which is wild.
Was that something that was in the original Black Flag?
Black Flag actually did have, I think they had map packs or something you could buy. I'm not sure.
Most of the DLC in that was like instant unlock of stuff, and I don't think it may have had a story or two.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't
Because
remember
I'll be
that.
honest, I never played Black Flag myself. I kind of
Yeah.
got pissed off at the Assassin's Creed series once they killed off Desmond.
Yeah, I thought that was weird too.
It's like you create this whole series around this guy and his ancestors, and then you kill him off and continue going, calling it Assassin's Creed. Bitch, excuse me?
Yeah, I thought it was weird too.
However, I will have to say, Edward is
And here's
Probably.
the fucked up thing, which I don't know if it. I don't know. Well, I guess I can spoil it. I guess
Go ahead.
Edward Kenway. He has a child at the end of this game,
Mm.
which turns out to be a Templar in 3, which is the father of the main character that that turns out to be an assassin in 3.
I think I remember this.
Yeah. So this is technically 4.
Yeah.
This game came out after, but this game actually goes back in time from 3. So 3
Yeah.
happens during the
Revolutionary.
Revolutionary War, and you play as a half Indian,
Yeah,
a half
Connor.
Native American character, but the father is Edward's son. I can't remember his name.
Oh,
Okay, yeah.
I know who you're
Like
talking
Arthur,
about.
maybe it's
though.
Arthur Kenway.
Hang on. Let me Google this real quick.
It's been years since I played this.
Yeah.
It's like it's Arthur or Aiden. Aiden. I want to say his name is Aiden.
Connor Kenway. Hytham Kenway.
Hytham.
Haytham.
Haytham. I was getting there.
Haytham.
So Connor Kenway is the grandson of Edward Kenway in this game.
Man, fuck storylines. Let's just go backwards.
Very clever.
But praise the lack of them. So let the black flag signal
Down a
nothing.
little bit.
Too loud?
Yeah, go about 3/4 of the way.
I wanted to get this still shot. How fucking pretty
That is really
this water
pretty.
looks like.
God.
And really, it didn't look too dissimilar from that on the PS3 version, the original version.
Mm-hmm.
But praise the lack of them.
That ship and stuff looks a lot better. This outfit looks a lot better.
Yeah.
So let the black flag signal.
Oh, come on, man. How do I change my step back? Because it's like 10 seconds. How do I change
It's
that?
the period and the apostrophe key or colon key,
Is it?
comma key to slightly move back, but it's frame by frame.
Sometimes that's all you need.
Okay, so
Honestly, I love the little details and stuff like on his gun and his belts there.
So I don't know if this was supposed to be originally cinematic or not.
Signal nothing but your allegiance to man's natural freedoms.
My sound.
If a man plays the fool, then it's only fools he'll persuade, but appear to be the devil.
What the fuck is his hat?
That is Blackbeard.
Yep.
Why is his hat on fire?
It's so he can set off cannon fuses. Okay, too many. Come on. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so he can set off. It's so he can use his hat to set off cannon fuses.
All I can think of is, quick, get me more shit for my hair. I'm almost out.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a cool look. I mean, it's like it's functional. It
is.
like you have fire on your face all the time. So I mean, I don't know how like practical it is.
You
But,
wouldn't be
yeah.
keeping that much of a beard, I'll tell you that much.
No, that's the most Black Flag cutscenes are in game. That's true. That is true. So that's why I'm like, if this actually looks like the in game, like this looks really freaking good.
It does. I'm honestly kind of
Devil.
impressed by how smooth it is.
An all man.
He squints and shit when he talks.
And I will say, boarding in Black Flag is much better than Windrose. I didn't talk about it that much. I played Windrose quite a bit, 20 hours or so, probably.
Would it be something
needs
you
more
recommend?
balance. It needs more balance. I don't recommend it right now.
Valid.
I don't know how multiplayer works. It's weird to me because like you get a ship and you control everything from the helm. Like you control where the cannons aim and all these things. So if
Kind
you
of feels like Black Desert's how I would drive around with that.
well, it feels like Black Flag. It plays a
Okay.
lot like how Black Flag ship combat plays. Like
Okay.
you hold a button down and you see like an arcing
Yeah.
like line out there, and
Yeah.
that's where your cannonballs would go. It plays a lot like that, but I don't see, since it is multiplayer, I don't see how what your multiplayer partner would do.
I could see that.
Like while you're controlling the ship and all the cannons and stuff, what would your partner do on
They
the
probably
ship?
it probably gives them the ability to control the cannon once they take over.
Maybe, but it also I would see here's the problem that I'm running into is like there's way more enemies. So like you come across a group of ships and it's literally like 4 ships and you're one ship. And they're all they have the exact same health as you. So now it's 4v1. You can't kite any of them away. They all stick together and they all fucking fire cannons at you. So it doesn't feel very balanced. So honestly, to me, I would think what would be better if you had multiplayer would be you bring your friends also have their own boats. But then supposedly the game scales in difficulty when there's more players on the server. So I don't know. Like the difficulty is not balanced. I lowered enemies' HPs down because it felt like at regular 100%, you're hacking at a fucking boar for like 4 full combos before you kill them, and they can one-shot you. So
I
you have
had
to
been
pick-
hearing a lot about the boar combat, specifically
Yeah.
the boar combat.
You have to parry them every time, perfect parry them. Otherwise, you'll run out of stamina, and then they'll fucking blow through your defense. So you have to perfect parry them every time. And then you would have to wail on them for 4 full combos to kill them.
That's
So I lowered the percentage of enemy health down to like 75% or whatever. It felt much more doable. 1.5 combos could kill them now instead of 4 full combos. Same with enemy, like human enemies that have swords and stuff. But the problem, like I said, like 3 of them will run up on you and attack you at the same time, and you're trying to perfect parry 3 attacks at once. Shit like that. So it just doesn't feel super balanced. There's no way to cheese them because the only range, like you get ranged weapons. Like, in most survival crafting games, you get a bow and arrow. You just craft 100 arrows and just, cheese them with arrows, right?
Mhm.
You get a musket.
Black
And
powder.
it doesn't instant kill. So you shoot once and then it takes 4 minutes to reload or whatever. By then they're up on you, hitting you. So you have to switch to your sword after you shoot once. So you can't just you can't kite and cheese enemies with ranged attacks, which is a standard strat in some of these survival games.
especially in
these
the
pe-
beginning, at least.
Yeah. So, and then people are like, well, I enjoy this so much. It's so good. I wouldn't change it for nothing. And I'm like, so you just enjoy stomping on your own dick. Like, I just don't understand what the fuck, like, why would you enjoy this gameplay mechanic? Why is it like, I need to sail to Tortuga. There's 12 fucking enemy ships in the way. And then they see you from miles away and they instantly fucking aggro to you. And then they'll sink your ship and then you have to fucking start all over.
Mm.
So there's a lot to the game. I don't think the balance is great. I don't. It's got great fucking sea shanties when you're fucking sailing. Shanties are good. On the island, like the exploration stuff is really fun. Like they've done enough like ruins and hidden treasure chests and different things like that.
Mhm.
Those are fun to fuck with. It's really cool that I can go into a dungeon and if I brought enough fucking vines with me, I can just craft my own bridges. I don't have to
Ooh, that is kind of
fucking
cool.
try to do stupid jumping puzzles or whatever. I'll just make stairs, you know. So I like that a lot. And like I said, there's fun things about the game. I like the way it looks. I like the actual flow of like crafting and finding the crafting materials and stuff is fun. It's just it needs more balance. And I don't know. I haven't played multiplayer with anybody to know how it really works out that well. But like I saw Rosa and Helmsman are playing it right now.
Nice.
And I've watched them play it, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we'll just keep the difficulty the same or whatever." And it's just almost like, to me, it's just like you're beating your head off the wall. I just don't understand. It's just like a waste of time to me.
Yeah, some people enjoy those types of games. Look at freaking Elden Ring and shit.
Yeah. But anyway, so sorry on my sidetrack there.
We're pirates, kid. We take as we please and become who we like.
But that look ain't you. It's not who you are.
Not who you
Who
are.
am I then?
You're a wonder,
It's talking without a
You've a
tongue.
knack
It's just
for
in the
this
back of
kind of
your
work.
throat. Oh, you all.
It ain't work if you love it.
I did like the pistols in Black Flag because you get multiple holsters or whatever. So you do pistol combos by just pull out a pistol, shoot, pull out a different pistol, shoot, pull out a different pistol, shoot. Like you just keep pulling fucking guns out.
God damn.
Then you have to reload them all.
Yep.
Hey, everyone. I have to say, it is so good.
Motherfucker,
to be
this is the
here.
guy playing Edward?
What
the fuck did he play? Who is this guy?
played Edward Kenway more than a decade ago.
Oh, he played Constantine in the CW
Oh yeah,
Arrowverse or whatever. I was like, I knew this guy's voice. So yeah, this guy plays Constantine.
And you know, he's one of those characters that never really leaves you. Now, over the past months, we know that
Now
you've
that I
been
hear him
waiting.
talking, I totally hear
We
it.
know that you've heard things.
I never put those two together. It's
And
been so long
today,
since I played
it is
Black Flag.
finally time to
Nice.
share with you what we've been working on. Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced is a faithful remake of one of the most beloved Assassin's Creed games. It's totally rebuilt from the ground up with the latest version of the Anvil engine and enriched with lots of new additions. Resynchronization with Edward's journey and memories. The same story, the same man, but elevated to a new level of immersion and realism to bring you one of the most thrilling swashbuckling pirate adventures. And I'm happy to say, Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced will be released on July 9th, 2026. Today, guys, you are getting the real deal. The first ever look at gameplay. Everything that's been rebuilt, reimagined, and some behind-the-scenes stories. But enough of my talking, yeah? Let's just jump right in.
Hello, pirates. Matt Ryan here, the voice of Edward Kenway. And this is Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced. 13 years after the original, this remake brings the classic game back.
Holy shit.
That's a
Damn.
lot different.
Holy shit.
That looks
Holy
night.
Look at the
freaking day.
fucking background trees and shit back over here.
shit.
Damn.
Oh, fuck it. I guess I know what I'm doing this July.
Back to life. Rebuilt from the ground up.
Oh wow.
That's a new
So
city.
this is a PS3, right? This is PS3.
Yeah. Xbox 360.
Yeah. Holster upgrade with to 4 pistols. Yeah.
With the latest Anvil engine to deliver the most thrilling pirate adventure. All right, let's set sail.
Dash my buttons. Your life seems a
got
grand
an
one, if I may
upgrade.
say.
Yeah, he did.
So full of adventure.
Oh,
You play as Captain Edward
Look at the
Kenway,
fucking boat.
a rebellious scoundrel eager to make a name for himself in the pursuit of glory, freedom, and a search for a better life.
Seen your face before. Yous mates with them pirates down in Nassau.
Shut your bloody gob or I'll fill it with shot.
I'm so mad. I'm so mad that we could have had something similar to this in fucking Japan.
Yeah.
Do you hear me?
Edward, is it?
After crossing paths with the Assassins and Templars, Edward is drawn into their centuries-old conflict with secret locations and legendary treasures at stake. Along the way, he joins forces with infamous pirates such as Anne Bonny, Charles Vane, and Blackbeard. With them, he helps establish a short-lived, lawless republic following the pirate code and defying empires built on cruelty and greed. Together, in their search for freedom, power, and riches, they'll fight across a treacherous tropical paradise, from dangerous waters to dense jungles, untamed lands, and bustling historical cities.
It looks beautiful. I'm gonna wait until it comes out because all of this is cinematic as of right now, or at least work
Well,
in
it's
progress.
work
as
in
they say at the
progress
bottom.
gameplay and in-game
and in-game cinematics, as I said.
Which
Um,
like Hellchris had said before, most of Black Flag's cutscenes are in-game.
Yeah.
valid.
They're in-engine.
But as it is, I'll admit I'm actually interested in playing it now.
Yeah, and like I
Now that
said,
my
it,
hate boner from high school is a bit gone.
it definitely aggravates me that we could have had a Japanese ninja assassin game with the same kind. I can kind of feel like there's a care to this game, right? Like they want to, make it look
They don't
good,
wanna
make
piss
the
off
people who were fans who did enjoy this game, like they want to give them something. Like why they couldn't do that with fucking Shadows, I don't know.
From the grandeur of Havana, the thriving and wealthy jewel of the Caribbean ruled by Templars, to Kingston's bustling trade hub, and Nassau, the beating heart of the Pirate Republic. Each city offers a distinct atmosphere shaped by opportunities and conflicts. The Caribbean world reaches a new level of immersion and realism, powered by high-resolution text.
God damn.
And the fucking signs is a nice touch.
It's a whole new city.
Lots of little details, like the fruit on the ground and stuff down there, and
Yeah.
the moss on the fucking roof.
Textures, enhanced lighting, strikingly detailed environments, and a new dynamic weather system.
Ooh.
That's gonna
I've
be.
always enjoyed me some dynamic weather.
I always think I do too. Until look at the size of the city, and this is the smallest one. Yeah.
Even
map is
underwater
fucking
exploration
massive.
is more expansive, more beautiful, and more perilous than ever before.
I mentioned before they just killed Desmond, so Black Flag needed to be the new #1 Assassin's Creed.
Valid.
Yeah. What is with this shark's mouth? Roar, roar!
With seamless access to cities and locations, the world feels truly alive.
Yeah, come rolling up, throw the brakes on that ship.
Creating the perfect backdrop for a life on the edge, where freedom is earned and danger is never far away.
mistakes for Black Flag Royale.
Time to
I
draw
agree.
swords, lads. The combat system has been entirely reworked into an action-oriented experience. While wielding dual swords, pistols, and hidden blades, every move now plays a specific role with faster, more fluid attacks and combos. Land a perfect parry to open up your target for an instant kill, then follow with up to 4 chained takedowns. Use walls,
Fuck you, Ubisoft.
ledges, and breakables to your
God
advantage.
damn it.
Keep track of your
It
opponents.
just makes me
and
so
use
mad to
all
know
your
that they could have
tools
been
to
doing
level
this
the
the whole
playing
time.
field.
The way he fell.
But fight recklessly.
God, these guys were
You will
cocksuckers
be
in the first
punished.
version.
Oh, yeah.
Whether you're on the hunt or on the run, mastering your environment is key. As you navigate through cities,
Dude, miss fucking
jungles,
free
you'll
climbing.
experience smooth and improved iconic parkour moves. From free jumps to back ejects and side ejects. These options offer a range of reactive movements, giving you tighter control, resulting in greater speed and deadlier assassinations. Being a pirate assassin often calls for a subtle approach. With Resync
Down the bottom.
and its enriched stealth system, you can now crouch freely as part of your toolkit to approach targets.
Go to
I
sleep.
love not seeing the fucking levels.
Tailing and eavesdropping missions have also been revamped.
I think the leveling system
In the
was
original
not
game,
great.
getting discovered meant instant
It was doable
desynchronization.
and fine in Odyssey. And
Yes, this was a pretty big pain point.
It was
We
a bit
remember.
much.
Now, the action continues. Your objectives remain, but your target will react, and you must adapt accordingly.
Oh shit! So you don't insta fail.
All these new interactions offer multiple ways to
That's
succeed
kinda
and
nice.
progress in your missions. Of course, this wouldn't be a real pirate adventure without a ship.
Jackdaw. You named your brig after a boxy bird.
The Jackdaw. What a beauty. Set sail and freely roam the Caribbean. Now equipped with even more firepower, the Jackdaw can conquer the high seas like never before.
What was that pepper cannon?
What?
The pepper cannon. It was the one that was in the bottom. What the fuck was that?
That was
The
a
mortar?
mortar. That's the mortar.
That's a murder.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That.
What it's firing up right there is mortar shot.
Okay then. Gotcha.
I touched it up.
It just reminds me of the freaking pepper box.
Holy shit!
With new
That's a lot of
alternative
cannon fire.
upgrades
Oh my
for every
God.
weapon,
God.
you now have more power and flexibility to overcome opponents' ships.
Yeah, like I
in
said,
any
this
situation.
is almost exactly the same as Windrose. But you obviously do way less damage in Windrose.
You will engage in epic battles, boarding parties,
No,
and fort raids. All of these are back and as challenging, dangerous, and exciting as ever.
That one dude just walking around. That's
To
me for real.
reinforce your crew,
I
Three
will say
brand
though,
new
like
officers.
boarding another ship while other ships were shooting you with cannons. Like you need to disable all the ships before you board one. Like
Well,
video
yeah.
game logic, I understand, but at the same time, it's like, wait, he's climbing on the other ship. We got to stop shooting cannons at him. Like, you know what I mean? It doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
Officers make their entrance. Lucy Baldwin, the Padre, and Deadman Smith. Each officer has
Ow,
a
you dick.
unique narrative quest line that reveals their backstory. Gain their trust to recruit them to your crew
So this
and
is
benefit
new-
from their special
new characters?
gameplay abilities. Deadman Smith, for example, unlocks a double shot from broadside weapons. Explore the Caribbean alongside your crewmates and trusty pet. That's
Oh,
right.
fuck, you get
You
fed
can now
now?
find a cat or monkey for the jackdaw.
Fuck the monkey. Get cat.
Engage and plunder other
monkey.
vessels. Steer through violent storms.
Oh, shit,
rogue
that's cool.
waves.
You get to
Or
fight the
just
kraken.
soak up the sun. Regaled by shanties new and old.
For the voyage is long and the winds don't blow, and it's time for us to leave her.
And I wonder if you have to find the
Assassin's
shanties
Creed Black
again.
Flag Resynced offers a deeper,
So
more
one of the
immersive
cool
adventure.
collectibles in Black Flag was the shanties, and you'd see like a paper fluttering, and then you'd have to do like a chase
Yep.
around to catch it.
Oh,
And then
that'd
once
be
you
kinda
caught it, then
interesting.
they would add it to your. So then your crew could sing that song.
That remains faithful to what players love, while enriching
from
the
above.
experience with enhanced gameplay features and
combat
fresh
system
quests
looks
and
pretty good.
storylines, including ones for the officers you met earlier and, just between you and me, new narrative arcs involving our old friends, Blackbeard and Steed. Defy empires and relive the era's explosive events
I said
amidst
I'd
the
probably
ancient
never buy
war
another
between
Ubisoft game
assassins
again.
and Templars
I might have
in
to
the
break that.
ultimate pirate fantasy. Gold,
Unless somebody buys it for me.
infamy, and adventure await. It's time to raise the black flag again.
With Black Flag Resynced,
He
we set
didn't
out to
look
reconnect
real.
with the heart of Black Flag.
Still
From the
doesn't.
start, the intention was clear: deliver a faithful and enriched experience grounded in what players love.
Link.
We've rebuilt the entire adventure
I've
using
been
our
playing
latest Anvil engine. Expect fully overhauled visuals, new additions that deepen its world, and enhanced gameplay both
The
on
ship
land
looks-
and at.
The ship looked good on PS3. Like the original. I don't know. The original I thought looked really good. This new one looks fucking like all the cracks and all the boards and stuff.
See.
The detail.
Movement
Yeah.
now flows more naturally from one action to the next, whether you're doing parkour across rooftops in Havana or fighting on the docks. Parkour builds on the latest design improvements from recent Assassin's Creed games, while still keeping Edward's classic moves. Combat now offers a more dynamic swashbuckling experience, driven by precise parries and takedowns. Stealth gets its share of improvements too, and the ability to crouch anywhere. They open up more tactical routes and subtle approaches, letting you shape the adventure the way you want. Naval gameplay also follows the same philosophy and offers more tactical options. New officers will join your crew with powerful abilities, while the Jackdaw's weapons can
I want to say something. I was just thinking about this. Like, I want to be able to kill indiscriminately in games again. So what I mean by that is like, so I just played through Metal Gear Solid Delta, and like, there's a much bigger bonus for not killing enemies than for killing them.
Kind of reminds me of a Thief, I think it was.
Yeah, and it just feels like, so like if you wanted, like, the game would be much easier if I just domed everybody, right? But because they don't want you to do that, they want you to knock them out, and then they could wake back up and still be an enemy threat. Like, but the game rewards you much more if you don't kill.
It wasn't Thief, it was Dishonored. My bad. Got the
Yeah,
mixed up.
Dishonored was like that. The Metal Gear Solid game was like that. There's a lot. There's been several games like that as of late, where it's like you get the option to do lethal or less lethal or whatever. Just walking up and being able to stab a dude in the fucking neck again.
be upgraded with new modes to change up the fight. The sea now plays an active role in how you'll be challenged by the elements. Weather and waves will influence how your ship will handle, while preserving the pace and freedom players remember. Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced matters deeply to us and to you. That's why we took the time to rebuild it with the care it
Thank
deserves.
you.
This remains a solo, adventure, and character-driven experience. It is not an RPG. The focus stays on how you play and how you explore the world. And as we develop the game, we organize dedicated workshops with our community. These early player feedbacks played an important role in refining many of these elements. Here's a look at their most recent visit.
Hello, everyone. We are here at the Ubisoft Singapore studio, where we invited some of our
Ubisoft
biggest
Singapore?
Assassin's Creed fans to discover the remake of Assassin's Creed Black Flag. They've had the opportunity to meet the devs, try the game, and share their valuable feedback with us. Here's what they had to say.
I still can't believe that I can help the dev team to make the game better and improve it when it finally arrives.
I'm part of that process, and Black Flag is my favorite game. So to be a part of that process is just awesome.
It felt nice to be appreciated in that way, to give direct input about the game.
The feedback with the dev team, they were very open as a dev team to take the criticism, what needs to be fixed, what's great. They even asked us more questions about it. So I love the curiosity that they show us, and it shows that they truly care about what they do.
Yeah, where
I'm
was
really
that?
excited to be back, like with the addition of new.
Like, where was that care and joy in the last like 3 games?
You want to talk about piracy? Singapore is the place.
That's true.
Yep. More accurate.
I just think, where was this care and stuff in the last like 3 games? Why didn't anybody, when they first said we're going to put a samurai in the Assassin's Creed game in Japan, when everybody said, "Why the fuck are you doing that?" Literally, collectively, everybody said that at the same.
Yep.
Every single Assassin's Creed fan went, "That's fucking dumb."
Yep.
But they
Why didn't you listen and put care into that and go, and like I'd said and I'd said before, release a fucking Yasuke DLC 2.5
Nobody
3
would
months
have
later.
batted an eye.
No one would have cared. It would have made just as much money if you would have just stuck with a traditional ninja story in Japan, Ninja Assassins. It would have sold a bajillion copies.
Yeah.
Like it just doesn't.
I think at this point, because wasn't that the French studio or the French branch? There's the word.
No, I think it was
The one
Montreal
doing-
that did
It's
it.
Montreal, yeah, which is also still French, but
Yeah.
Like, they're not still French.
Canadian.
But yeah, no, I mean,
Canadian.
after that, they wound up getting closed down. So it makes sense that the other
a lot of things.
the
get
other
closed down.
branches is
Yeah.
being a lot more freaking careful about this, because it's like, do we want to end up like Montreal?
Well, the whole brand itself, all of Ubisoft is on the fucking line.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I think at this point, the Black Flag is that we're sorry, we fucked up, and we're trying to go back to the core, and we're going to do it with this.
Exactly. Please stop burning us. We've learned our lesson. Take this
Maybe.
peace offering, please.
I hope
Olive
they come
branch.
back around to an Assassin's Creed Shadows Japan-esque game down the road and go, the original, because like the original story, they said it was still going to have a male and a female protagonist, but like, why couldn't you have made a fucking cool Shinobi and Konoichi storyline?
Yeah.
Why did it have to be sad sack woman? Like all the clips I ever saw of the Nawe chick or whatever,
She was
impressed me
always so
zero.
depressed. It was
Yeah,
like,
it impressed me zero. And then Yasuke, we just felt out of place. It just looked out of place.
in his stealth missions.
And then the missions themselves were fucking awful from what I understood. From everybody that reviewed said like all the side quest stuff was like just busy work.
Shiitake.
And then all of your like skills and stuff were tied to doing side quests that were just
Ugh,
busy work.
God.
So like
Just let me grind out EXP.
No. Just make an Assassin's Creed game where you have all of those tools and you can just use all of those tools through the whole fucking game.
That'd be nice.
Like with Edward and stuff, the stuff you level up, like you get better swords that do more damage. You get holster upgrades where you can hold 4 pistols and do 4 shots at once. So like it adds to your combo stuff, but it's not like a level system, right?
Yeah.
You can literally sail in Black Flag almost anywhere. There's places where like you need some of the higher upgraded weapons and armor and stuff because there's just way more enemies or whatever. But for the most part, you could just go there and it's not like a level cap where you're not going to do any damage because he's got a higher number over his head than you do, RPG style or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's some so I thought an Odyssey was fine. Odyssey had some cool like min-maxing mechanics you could fuck with.
Yeah.
In Odyssey well enough, but like I didn't like how Valhalla worked. Did you play much more of Valhalla?
No, because I got kind of just busy around and I was going to try to do the Minecraft thing. And
yeah, Valhalla to me, like it was different leveling system than Odyssey was, but it still felt like you had to grind out the ore or whatever to upgrade your weapons, and you could only upgrade one set of that resource felt way more finite, so you had to like pick which weapons you wanted to really focus on or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it was the controller. That was the other thing.
Oh yeah.
Is I needed to get my controller for it.
So anyway, that was kind of my gripes. I was like, this looks really good, and I'm really happy this is coming out. But at the same time, I just wish they would have taken this same like approach to the last 2 or 3 games that they've made. Assassin's Creed and what was the other Ubisoft game that they tried? Well, Skull and Bones they fucked up on.
Yep.
They did that X-Defiant game, which didn't do very well. Oh, Star Wars Outlaws. That was the other one.
Oh yeah, the Empty Desert.
Yeah.
Audio lines, the new dialogue, and the new music.
I'm super excited to actually help improve the staff experience for the game.
I care about this game, this remake. When I heard rumors about this game, I just wanted to be involved in giving as much effective feedback as possible.
Some of this work came directly from spending time with some of our core players early on. We had them play early builds and sat down with them to gather their honest feedback on the game, tapping into the many things players expect of a Black Flag remake, from gameplay features to visual fidelity. This helped us refine some of our choices along the way. What was interesting was not only to gather that feedback, but to understand why players reacted this way. They were incredibly passionate about Edward, how he moves, how he reads on screen, even the details on his face. That led to deeper conversations. Together, we explored different approaches, tested ideas, challenged assumptions, and refined choices until the intent felt right again. The team's passion and commitment have driven every step of this journey, and we can't wait for you to see more of what we've been crafting.
Oh, it really is so good to be back in this world. I believe the Black Flag is one of those pirate adventures that never really left the players' minds. And it's also really special to be here today with some of the people who helped shape the game back then and who are bringing it back now. Jean, you were creative director on the original Black Flag, and Paul,
it's the same voice.
You're the creative director on Resync, who's leading the vision of this remake today. Now, before we dive into what the game is now, I'd love to go back for a moment. So when you started building Black Flag back in early 2012? 2012. How was the world imagined in the first place? I mean, what were the pillars that were there from day one?
Well, from the very beginning, one of the key central core pillar was fluidity, right? We really wanted the seamless experience, connecting movement, combat, and navigation, all very naturally. And it was the same seamlessness that we were looking for between naval experience and the ground experience, because the other challenges we were facing was to merge actually two fantasies, being a pirate on one side and being an assassin on the other, without any friction. And the sea wasn't just an add-on, to the ground experience. Naval gameplay was really a core pillar from day one. We also wanted a world that feels alive, right? Something that would react to the players, always in motion. And it was very compelling to me to see other people like Paul and Steve actually to face the same challenges that we did face back in the days. And I think what helped them craft the game was that a lot of people involved in Resync today were already part of the game, the original back then.
Paul, so you were already a part of the team back then, right? So, when you come back to a project all these years later, what stayed non-negotiable from the original vision, apart from the fact that, I'm Kenway?
So, Matt, the one thing that was non-negotiable is the original story of Edward Kenway. We have never approached Resync as a reinvention. Our goal is to carry John's vision forward. And today, we have much more room to do so since the game is engineered and rebuilt on Ubisoft's latest engine. It allows us to push dynamism, gameplay, immersion further, while keeping the original vision and story intact.
I forgot about
John, and you mentioned before how collaborative the original game was. And can you talk about that, especially with Singapore?
Yeah, absolutely. It was a absolutely team effort back in the time. And I remember actually in 2012, when we first came here in Singapore, meeting Paul and the team to do what we call the blueprint, this week of hard work where the game really emerged from the preparatory work. And Montreal worked very closely with Singapore. Singapore built key parts of Black Flag. The naval gameplay was built on top of the Assassin's Creed 3 naval tech that was developed, in some specific missions. But you were also behind a lot of places, locations, and gameplays, like caves, underwater gameplay, forts, ships, and some major missions like the E3 demo that you worked on.
That's right. Right. So there seems to be like a real sense of continuity here, not just in the game, but in the people making it. One thing that really shaped Black Flag for me was how dynamic the scenes felt coming back to it for Resynced and shooting the mocap scenes in Toronto. The scenes just felt so dynamic, like the original game. And Jean, what was the intention back then, when it came to all the cinematics?
So from the start, and it was a lot of discussion with Kama, the animation director back then, we really wanted the scenes to feel alive. We wanted characters moving, interrupting each other, exchanging objects, and reacting physically. And that sense of movement was really part of the game's identity, I feel.
Right. And when you rebuild a game like this, I guess that becomes a huge challenge, right, Paul?
He said something about like people interacting, which reminds me of all the times that games make it. All right, they hand you something, but you can let me hand you something. You just see the arm move in your direction. You don't ever actually see them hand you anything, or they take something, or whatever. Like you just see the arm movement. It's like from this point up or whatever. It's just like it's like, well, we didn't want to design that.
And how did you keep the spirit whilst trying to push it further with all of today's amazing technology?
Well, there are many ways, but to carry on the spirit of Black Flag, we always remembered one thing: to rebuild the game with the original pillars in mind, John's pillars and the original core team's pillars. But the most important thing was the story. Every single small moment in the game had to be rebuilt and crafted. And it took a lot of handcrafting, especially the facial animations, but that's important because that's the soul of the game.
You men are the pariahs of Charlestown, and I would profit better by using your organs for chum and your bones for char. By Christ!
And when you add new things to a game that people really know off by heart and they know it so well, the fear is always that the people might notice the seams, right? Jean, when you played it, what did you feel?
Well, actually, I felt like playing Black Flag, and not even noticing where the original end was ending and when the new content that Paul and the team wrote was starting. And this is something really, really important. That continuity is very much essential.
Jean, whenever we wanted to change or add something, we would always question ourselves, does this belong here? Would Edward do this? Would John get upset? And if the answer wasn't clear, we simply wouldn't do it. However, as we all know, no remake is complete without additional content. So we have added brand new chapters and brand new missions to the game,
that's nice,
including a brand new scene with Edward's wife, Caroline, that's written by Darby himself.
Yeah, I remember playing it. Jean, so like there's something, I don't know, there's something deeper in Black Flag than just like pirate freedom, and it's closely tied to the character of Edward.
Yes, absolutely. We really wanted to send a message also saying that freedom without structure doesn't lead you anywhere, right? And Edward's arc reflects that. He thinks everything will be granted, that's the good life, plundering, etc. But then in the end, you realize that you lost all your friends.
Yeah.
Right? And so this is very important because he grows into someone that understands his own responsibilities, and that makes him, like you said, very human.
Yeah. And that's exactly what I really leaned into coming back to the character after, more than a decade. It's the same Edward, but there seemed to be like for me personally, you know, from the scenes that were written, kind of, as I said, more dynamism, but also there's a certain kind of weight to Edward's journey, you know? I guess that with Black Flag Resync, there are some really kind of important decisions to make, right, Paul? And how did you approach those?
So, Matt, with Resync, we made a clear choice. It is a pure story-driven adventure, and we are fully focused on Edward's adventures in the Caribbean. As a result of this focus, we have elected to not have the multiplayer and not have the DLC. However, Resync is built from the ground up with new story, new content, and new systems. But we're staying true to its action-adventure roots. Resync is a 2026 take on the original legend. And for those of us who are curious, the original will still be available.
And Sean, so the modern day, right, that played really specific.
I think this was brought up too before that the Resync might overlap and not be able to, you wouldn't be able to get the original Black Flag again. So that was a point right there that he made. Like, you still be able to play the original Black Flag, you still be able to buy the original Black Flag. Resync will be separate.
Yeah,
so that's cool, because I think they said something about that Resync. The rumor was like a Resync might just like overwrite, and where they can censor out what they didn't want to have in it, and the original would be gone.
Yeah.
But, clearly, they're not doing that. So
specific role in Black Flag when it was released. And so can you explain how it fit the franchise back then?
So, you know, back then in 2013, the present day reflected where the franchise was at. It was a transition moment, especially with Desmond's story and what it meant at the time. But now with Resync, I think there were some changes were needed.
That's right. Today, the modern day has evolved. For Black Flag Resync, we have approached it in a way that focuses on Edward's journey while still connecting his memories to the Animus. The modern day riffs in Black Flag Resync will feature new moments that focus on Edward's internal struggles.
There's also something about Black Flag that I feel that, I don't know, people still crave what the game brought, you know?
You know what? I think it's because it's a game full of light.
Yeah.
Yes, there is danger and violence, but everything takes place under the bright Caribbean sky, you know? Palm trees, seas, movement. It's very generous. That sense of escapism has always been part of the game, and I feel it's very relevant in 2026.
Yeah, totally. And the other thing that the people, I feel, never forget, and certainly I never had, is the music.
Yeah, absolutely, Matt. It's the music, especially the sea shanties. The sea shanties in particular have always been part of Black Flag's identity. For Resync, we have kept the shanties that everybody loves, but we have also added new shanties that are connected to the story.
Time ago, everywhere was a long time and a very long time.
So today, we'd like to reveal a collaboration with an artist that's deeply connected to the Assassin's Creed franchise. And this artist has a special place in my heart because of his work on Assassin's Creed Revelations, Woodkid.
Woodkid. Ah, cool. Yeah,
that's cool.
That's great.
Hey everyone, Woodkid here. I'm in my studio in Paris now, and I have great news for you. I'm back in the Assassin's Creed franchise, this time for Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced. You know, the world of Assassin's Creed has been very important for me and very linked to my career. It started like 15 years ago or something. And this time,
fucking whole ceiling is amazing.
I'm very excited about what we've done. I know that Assassin's Creed Black Flag is a game that's very important to all of you. It's a game about escapism, about rebellion, about exploration, and these are themes that are very, very important for my work. You know, I've explored these themes a lot in my music. So I won't say too much, but I can't wait for you to hear what I've done for Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced.
Having him return to the franchise, especially for Black Flag Resync, means a lot to the team. We've been working on a newly reimagined track specifically for Black Flag Resync, and we can't wait for you guys to hear it.
Yeah, right. And, you know, music is just one of those things that the people remember long after they stop playing. I mean, I did. The sea shanties, I still play in my car now from time to time.
Actually,
you know?
I think you could get like a Ubisoft link or whatever and download the sea. You could no. There was a thing you can connect your app or whatever through your phone, and you could play. You could like select the sea shanties and stuff through your phone. There was some kind of There's some kind of link up thing you could do, and you could.
I don't really remember that.
There was some kind of app that linked your Ubisoft account to Black Flag.
Okay.
And you could select what sea shanty you wanted to play.
This game means a lot to you, and we know that.
Yeah, absolutely. This game means a lot to me, and I'm not saying that just because you guys are here. Just working on a game takes me back to 2012, and we all want the game to be the best it can be, and we really hope that you guys will enjoy playing it.
Yeah, so you entered the Animus for real.
That's
Back
right.
in 2012, yeah.
I mean, what a great thing, right? To come back to something, more than a decade after, and get to revisit and rebuild and reimagine this wonderful world. It's just been such a pleasure
be a
for me,
companion
and,
app.
I thank you guys for bringing me back.
It's no longer on
Before
the-
we wrap this up, I've got a little surprise for you. All right, this is something pretty awesome. I saw it today for the first time, and I love it. So here we have an Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced Collector's Edition. It's so awesome, and inside is a really stunningly well-crafted figurine of Edward Kenway sitting there, slouched like me, really. And he looks really cool, and it's crafted really well. And inside, there's a notebook with all of Kenway's diary entries and journeys about all of his adventures. And there's also a brooch and a cloth map, and then some goodies in there for everyone. So this one is really cool. It's the first time I've seen it today, and if you guys like it, then you're gonna have to get your own because this one's mine.
You deserve it.
Thank you. No,
You're
but-
welcome to take it.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you.
The Resynced
We
Collector's
can't wait
Edition
for you-
price is $199.99.
Good call.
To live or
$179.99
relive
in
this
pounds.
thrilling pirate adventure with Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced. That will launch
What do you think
on
that
July
statue's
9th,
worth? You think the statue's
2026.
worth $120?
I just want to say
No.
thank you
Probably
for
about
being
50
with us today, and we cannot
say
wait
50, yeah.
for you to experience it yourselves.
It looks
Cheers.
pretty cool.
I mean, it's not a bad statue, I'll give it that. But when you moved it, being able to see how brittle some of the pieces looked in just that little movement itself.
Yeah.
But it is cool. I'm not gonna fucking dog on it like that. It's just,
July 9th, 2026.
hey, there was our friend.
Yeah, they were playing 2 hours ago. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I can actually say I'm kind of excited for this, and I wasn't a
Yeah.
fan of the first one. It could just be because my unnatural hate boner that I had in high school, but I'm honestly kind of interested in this one. It sounds like wound up Googling into shit. Apparently they added 18 new sea shanties or some shit.
Yeah, they added a bunch of new sea shanties. They've added new main story quests along with new side characters and new side quests that they've added. I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't play all the content the first time. It was a lot. That map is fucking massive.
Yeah.
Let's see. I think I did one of the exotic god tier ships or whatever. I think I did one of the 4 or 5 that were out there.
Mm-hmm. And they will fuck your shit up if you get near them.
Yeah. So this is the map, Nemo.
Jesus.
It is enormous.
Yeah.
No fucking kidding.
Yeah, and even these little tiny islands are fucking.
I mean, they're tiny islands on a map, sure, but once you have to get your 2 little legs
No, I
on
mean-
there, they get a lot bigger.
Yeah, I mean, even these little islands over here are still pretty the scale of this shit is
God
crazy.
damn. That's impressive.
Legendary ships were amazing. Legendary, yeah. Yeah, these red ships for legendary ships.
Okay.
Like I said, I think I beat one. I don't think I beat all of them. And I don't think I got I beat the main story, but all of the collectible shit, the treasures and the fucking this and that were across this whole fucking map. It's just so much. God, am I going to become an Assassin's Creed streamer again? That was what I started out doing. I started out being playing
go back to your roots.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey 6 days a week.
Those are good days.
Yeah. It looks good, man. I'm not gonna lie. It looks good. I'm really well, like I'm really happy to hear like there's no DLC, there's no fucking RPG system. They're redoing the combat, but making it better, not making it fucking more stiff or whatever. Because then there was a bunch
They're
of rumors
actually
like they're just
putting
going to have the
effort and thought
RPG leveling
into it.
system. So, and like I said, it does upset me that like they could have been doing this for the last 2 or 3 games.
Yeah.
You know, they could have made Valhalla. Valhalla has a great like story or whatever, but the fucking leveling systems is what drags that game down, in my opinion. Because, like I said, the resources are finite to like level up your weapons, and then once you pick one weapon, like you have to stick with it. Like there's several different weapon types in the game: dual axes, or axe and sword, or sword and shield, or double-handed sword, or what. Like there's all these different like ways you can play the game, but it limits you in how you upgrade them, and then you need those higher upgrades because it is an RPG, so you're going to get your ass kicked if you don't have the stronger weapons because you're just not doing as much damage. And, but there was a lot of cool aspects to Valhalla. I was also kind of burned out on Assassin's Creed at the time, really. But
yeah,
valid.
But yeah, I wish they'd have done it with Valhalla. I definitely wish they'd have done it with Shadows. I'm sure like Far Cry 6, they even implemented that same kind of like leveling gear score bullshit system. When in Far Cry 4 was great because it like you found a good gun, you went and shot many people with good gun. You know what I mean? Like you didn't have to have good gun level 3 star or whatever the fuck, you know. Yeah, I don't know. Like I'm actually pretty stoked about this. We'll see what happens when it gets to be July 9th or whatever when it comes out, and we'll see if people just say, well, it's absolute dog shit or what. Like I am excited about it, but I will not pre-order this game.
Understandable. It's
I
just
do
not safe
not
to
trust
pre-order
them.
games nowadays.
Yeah, well, I don't trust Ubisoft still. Like it looks really good. They said a lot of good things I wanted to hear. But I'm still taking it with a grain of salt. I just don't.
Because it's Ubisoft.
Yeah,
Let's be real.
see
They
what
want
they
their
do.
stock to go up. So I
Yeah.
think this is one way to start.
Yeah.
They want their stock to go up.
Well, I'd say this is definitely a good jump-off point.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would say so.
A good jump off point for the podcast or for Ubisoft?
For Ubisoft.
Oh, okay.
Like
also might be a good jump off point for the podcast. I mean, we could talk for a little bit longer, but we've kind of went through everything for the most part.
Yep. I think the things that you're going to want to watch out for is how does it start progressing with the next bit of press release from Black Flag? What are they going to start showing off? Is there any improvements that they picked up over the next play test or two that they have internally? If they start talking about that. And I think now it's about how they talk to the community.
Mm-hmm.
I think is where it's going to be from here on out. You know, they've got between basically all of May, all of June, and then it's D-Day for them. So they got 2 months.
Yeah, I mean the game's done at this point. For 2 months, in 2 months, the game is done. It's hit gold. They may be polishing a few things here and there, but yeah, I think it's gold. I think it should be like 2 months. Like they don't really have any room to change anything. With the closure of branches and a lot of other people went back to the original studios. Yeah, I agree. They would spread themselves out, but I think they said at the point in time Ubisoft had like 19,000 employees or some shit like that. And then when you run the credits of Assassin's Creed Shadows, it was like 2 hours long or some shit like that for the credits. Like it was stupid the amount of people that were credited in that game.
That's insane.
Yeah.
There was one thing that I had seen that I didn't know if we would end up bringing up at some point that went back to Pragmata. Did you see the thing about the Reddit mods were deleting positive posts?
Yeah, I did see that. It was on Sony or something, like Sony Reddit or whatever. He said, I liked this game. I really enjoyed it or whatever. And then the moderator removed it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think they platinumed it. Did they not?
I don't know. I just know that the Reddit mods are retarded. I mean, that's not really
Mhm. But
it's not really news.
Nah, I just saw that at one point and I was like, that's fucking wild. But other than that, no, I haven't really seen too much more tonight. So
yeah, I'm scrolling through. Well, okay.
Hello, friends. Good to have you with us, and welcome back to a beautiful morning and what I'm sure will be a thrilling round of golf. Although today's game may be different, as the fairway appears to have changed considerably.
I didn't know they made it. I didn't know they were making
My
it.
word.
I didn't either.
Well, how about that?
Definitely interested though.
They added a snow level to Super Battle Golf.
I did see that. We need to go back to playing that. That was awesome.
We need to get a crew together and play this.
We do.
This is going to be a game to remember. Golf with your friends too. Coming soon.
You get a burger hat.
I'm wish listing that shit now. I fucking love Golf with Your Friends.
Damn.
It just says Xbox Series X and S.
I'm pretty sure that's on PC. Hold on.
Golf with Your Friends too.
It's on Steam?
Yep.
Okay. Dread Flats. Exodus gameplay. What's Exodus? Have we seen that? The fuck?
Before either, there dwelled an age ended in Starfall.
It's Elon Musk game with cat girls.
Yeah.
Oh, you unlocked initiate.
Good stuff means no harm.
Oh, looks at the skeleton. You hungry?
Cat Souls.
I'll play Khajiit Souls.
Dark Fur. Catborn.
Crystalline. Stand to be proved. The holy catnip. The
Elden
catnip.
Scratching Post.
Crystal. Slumbersome spirit, wake unto me.
Behold the might of the Mechanist. Your magic is mine, Crystalline.
What the fuck? Furries everywhere are rejoicing.
Yes, they are.
I call thee, rise! Rise!
Already the clocks tick.
their hand and strike the owl of Nisar's annihilation.
I want the laser pointer spell.
But I strike first.
It's available now.
And so begin we again. Raxaka.
Never even fucking heard of that. I just saw cat people and I went, what the fuck is this? Ben 10 and Fortnite. There you go. That's a thing.
Oh, good God.
Tank game. Escape Academy. Totopia.
Is that like a knockoff of Pokepia?
I don't know.
Probably.
Ever wondered where the wildest party is?
It's worse.
It's worse. I hate it.
So much worse.
I hate it. There's another cat game. Fuck me. What the hell?
The furries came out strong.
Yes.
Got to every now and then. Gotta show they're still alive.
Yep.
Delta Force X Tomb Raider.
What?
Yeah. The Delta Force is another extraction shooter.
Of course it is.
Enemies, be alert.
Cool. I
Damn.
guess.
You know, they're gonna that's still a very iconic Tomb Raider look, the one from the 2011 series.
Yeah.
It's like
You know it's funny too, because I don't know where I have that game.
The
I know
original?
I own it. No, I own like all of those Tomb Raider games, but I don't know where. I was trying to look for them the other day, and I just don't know where I have them.
Oh,
I
yeah,
know I had
right.
them on PC. I thought I bought them
Yeah.
all on PC, but the only one I have in my Steam library is Shadows.
Yeah.
So I
Maybe
don't
you
know.
only own that.
Maybe I did play these games on PlayStation then.
I mean, you can always boot it up and check your achievements. And that would probably give you the TLDR.
Maybe I feel like I played these on PC though, or at least bought them on PC. Fucking Sony, I gotta like double sign into every fucking thing.
Yeah. Are you sure you want to sign in? Please verify that this is you.
I'll have to look downstairs later on my actual PlayStation because I don't want to take with all that shit.
Fair.
Yeah. I didn't like Shadows as well as I liked the other ones. I thought Shadows was very bland. It felt like the combat, like puzzle combat, like corridor, like the combat felt like very corridor-y instead of it didn't feel as open as the other ones.
Yeah.
So that sucked. Payday 3 official trailer, official April 2026 update launch trailer. So what are they fixing on Payday 3? That's one game that I wish I could, like, I had a lot of fun when it came out. It definitely wasn't finished, and it got pretty repetitive pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm.
But it was fun. Reverse 1999, X Atomic Heart. Dragon Ball Fighter Z official Super Saiyan 4 Goku trailer. So still getting new characters for Fighter Z.
Oh, Xenoverse 3 is going to be coming out soon.
Yeah, Xenoverse 2 official Future Saga chapter season teaser 4. I did see 3 was also teased. Sparking Zero Super Limit Breaking Neo. Fucking hell, dude. The names. Bunch of Fatal Fury stuff. Mexican Ninja official gameplay trailer. Yeah, we're back a week ago. Gecko Gods official launch trailer. Okay. So this game, I guess, has been in early access, but it's like a Metal Gear Solid. It's got mixed reviews on Steam, but it looks good. She really does need like a clapping ass cheeks alert thing. Online rankings and stuff. Yeah, so it's very Metal Gear Solid-y type game. Yeah, that's a podcast. I don't really know what else to add to this. Like, I don't see much else that jumping out at me. Crash Out Crew. Here's a friend slop game where you have forklift certification.
Is anyone actually forklift certified here?
No.
Okay, cool. I need 2 cherry and 2 blueberry. Okay.
I got it. Go, 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 go.
I'm ready to clock in. You guys are? Okay.
2 cherries up top.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like Cooking Mama.
I have a lot of things to watch out.
What was that cooking game?
God, I have it in my list.
The Overcooked or whatever it is.
Yes, that's it.
Boosters on sale. This feels like Overcooked.
Oh. I'll be there in a sec.
There was a fucking package delivery friend slop game. Did I like deliver at any cost or something? Deep Dish Dungeon. Is this another like feeding kaiju cooking or whatever? So they announced, I saw a trailer again. They announced another horror fishing game. And I'm like, is there just like a fucking random word wheel that I'm not privy to? Because that's like the 5th horror themed fishing game that's been announced this year. It's like all of a sudden everybody's got the same fucking idea, a horror themed fishing game, or like what the fuck, man? Airport Contraband. Project Mist is a survival craft game. Elfie. Didn't you say Vindicus Defying Fate had a wish list or something?
That and Aeon 2 is actually coming out too to the west.
Okay.
But yeah, Vindictus Defying Fate is now on Steam wishlist.
Did it have an announced date? Because I have the demo.
Let me pull it up on Steam.
I had the demo. It's not in my Steam anymore.
Defying Fate. There is nothing done yet, but I put it to my wish list. So currently this can only be played, I think, in Korea or Japan. I think it's Korea with a KSN. So you have to go through the back door if you're going to try to get in.
Well, there was a demo version that I had downloaded. Because I made like clips with it.
Oh, then I'm not 100% sure. Because I'm on the page right now and it doesn't show any demo.
10 months ago, 1 year ago. So 10 months ago is like the demo stuff. Vindicus Defying Fate, which is like the it's an action hack and slashy game or whatever.
Mm-hmm. It's basically Vindictus but solo player because it's an MMO.
Yeah. So
I used to enjoy Vindictus.
I played it. Like I said, part of that footage of that booby video that I made.
Yep.
Like there's actual clips of like one of the characters in that video. The one that's in green.
Yeah.
Like I recorded from that demo. But I don't see the demo in my Steam anymore. Like they've taken I never uninstalled it.
It may have been
But
removed.
I guess they've removed it, yeah. Yeah, V Rising, Vampire Survivors, Vampire the Masquerade, and yeah, Vindicus is just not there anymore. So that's a thing.
Let's see.
See, it's already on my wish list. To be announced. Devlog, March 26, 2026. Was the latest update. April 20th, 2026. Invitation to our second official Discord Ask Me Anything session. That's it? Okay. Interesting. There's some very busty ladies in this game, though.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
The Koreans are not the Chinese.
Just true. Well, cool. That's 9:30. It's been a good one. I think we've went through all the talking points. We've watched the Black Flag. I'm actually pretty excited to see what's going to happen with that game. It's still Ubisoft, so who knows?
Yep.
Yeah, I think we kind of touched on everything. Did we miss anything? I know Hellcrest had brought up the Stop Killing Games, hearing stuff. We'll see where that progresses to. We may talk more on it.
Yeah.
I am curious to see if anything is going to come about it. I'm curious to see. So, yeah. So maybe we'll see what happens this weekend. I've got so many games. That's another reason why I didn't pick up Pragmata. It's like I'm playing 3 other games right now. NC rebranded. They dropped the soft in their name.
Oh shit.
So are they hard now?
Damn it.
So yeah, I've been playing. I played Windrose, which I've already kind of gave my ideas on. I got off of Gray Zone for a little bit. I've been playing a dead game, which I'm gonna try to get back into it again. Like I don't know if I've already gotten bored of the loop of it. But Marvel Heroes Omega, which was a Diablo-like Marvel game that come out a few years ago, got shut down around the time Disney started restructuring their licensing stuff. Like, so remember how like they had the Netflix Daredevil shows or whatever, and then they made Disney Plus. They're like, oh yeah, we're not going to do Marvel shows on Netflix anymore. We're going to bring all of our licensing under like one banner or whatever. Well, that game also kind of got swept up in that, and they shut it down right when it was starting to get pretty popular. Well, apparently some people have reopened a server that you can play on and be able to play with all the characters in the game again.
Until the mouse decides he's had enough.
Yep.
Well, so far, it's nobody said anything. So it's not monetized. It was originally a free-to-play game, but a lot of the free-to-play stuff they've tweaked around. Instead of buying coins with real money, you buy coins with in-game currency that drops, and then they've upped the drop rate of said in-game currency. So being able to get characters is easy enough to do now. For just playing the game, you can earn new characters to unlock and play as.
Nice.
There's like 70 characters, 70 different Marvel characters to play. I mean, X-Men, pretty much all the X-Men that you can think of. Like, there's some of the more like niche ones, but like a lot of your main X-Men. Jean
Have you
Grey.
played Squirrel Girl?
Yes, Squirrel Girl is in there. You can play as Captain America. You can play as Falcon. You can play as Falcon with the Captain America shield. You can play as Hulk, She-Hulk, all the Fantastic Four. Moon Knight's in there. Doctor Strange. Silver Surfer is a character you can play.
That's pretty cool.
You can play as Green Goblin and all the other Spider-Man, like Spider-Man, Venom, Carnage, Black Widow. Fucking Kitty Pryde's a character you can play as.
Yep, I remember Kitty Pryde.
So, Iceman, like there's just like a shit ton of characters you can play. Blade, Deadpool, Johnny Cage, fucking Iron Fist, Psylocke, X-23. Like, there's just a fuck ton of characters. And yeah, it's pretty fun, and it's just Diablo like. You get a set of skills, hotkey. I'm playing on controller because it's just more fun for me to play on controller. But you hotkey everything. Your skills are on cooldowns, and then they spit out loot like Diablo, and you pick it up and put it on. So it's fun. It's fun.
That's nice.
You basically just download the game, and then you launch their server, and then you play with your friends.
Yeah, I watched him play it for a while.
Yeah, still that's pretty cool that they kept that game alive. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I'm so torn. I want to play another single player game. But I own so many that I probably need to play anyway. But Pragmata does look good, so maybe I'll pick Pragmata up. I'm not sure.
I wound up looking. Apparently, someone in my Steam family already has it, so I can play it already.
Nice.
So I might do that. I might do Pragmata playthrough with my adopted robot daughter.
Yep.
So cool. All right. Well, it's time. I'll let everybody else go. We'll catch you all again next Thursday.
Yeah.
I was trying to rack my brain to think if there was anything coming up next Thursday. It's been announced. I don't know. Week to week, there's so much shit that happens now, like the way the news cycle works. So
It's
kinda
hard to
to
plan.
prepare for anything.
It's hard to plan to talk about things, a week out or whatever.
Because it's normally by like Monday, Tuesday, shit starts spooling up really. Because you can start pulling things up on Friday and Saturday, but then it's like, fuck that. All that's old news, and there's a bazillion new things to go talk about because Tuesday and Wednesday, just everything hit the fan.
Yep, that's normally how it goes. So, yeah, we'll be back next week, next Thursday. We'll see you next time.
See you.
Yeah. Take care, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.